saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me.
Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Just a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube with view for free. Ay, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
Thursday football is back, baby.
Yeah.
The way it used to be. Sucking.
Although we did get a highlight for the season. That was cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, 2. 1, not so good. You know, that happens more than you think. It happened in a game I was playing. A young kick returner dropped it before he went into the end zone, but they didn't catch it.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't catch it. But guess what? When we got in the film the next day, Belichick slow rolled that thing for about 15 minutes.
He's like, let me roll that back.
No, he's like, hey, what is this? You got, guys, 2 more steps, you're in the end zone. You couldn't do that 2 steps later? 2 steps.
Wow.
What's the point? And we sat there. He says he was waiting for an answer. Like, what's the difference in doing that here or there? Is one any cooler? He goes, because doing it this way, you get no glory because it's not a touchdown. Doing it here, we all celebrate you. So please tell me, why would you want to be as close to the end zone as possible? And he goes, I thought I was in the end zone.
Yeesh.
Oof.
That's not the right answer.
I said, he goes, really? He said, because the field has little lines. The end zone has a big, thick line. Where did you cross the thick line? We did that a whole Monday morning. Never happened again. I never do it. I never did it.
Man.
Because, well, the circumstance in which I go in the end zone are never.
More bruising. Froggy, hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Got some candy this morning. So, like, what else do I need, literally?
What are you, like, stripping the building now because everybody's out there on a Friday? You're like a raccoon going from studio to studio?
Vulture. I'm looking at Radio Libre's bowl from here, dude. I mean, it's November. Who needs candy anymore, right?
It's true. Are you going to get some peanut butter pumpkins today, Leroy, or is that only an Easter thing?
Ooh.
No, look. Y'all can fool the people by upcharging your Reese's by making different shapes different times of the year. To me, it's just a peanut butter cup. So I don't care if I get the peanut butter cup 3 days after Halloween, 3 days after Easter. It's still a peanut butter cup, but you got to give me a deal. So
the answer is yes. So the answer
is yes. Yeah. No, yeah. That's just like, you know, them big, giant hearts with all the candies in it?
Yep.
Oh, the Horde family going to get them a big one about 3 days after. We're going to play a little roulette.
Headlines brought to you by Durant Kia. Durant Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia models in inventory like the Sportage, the Sorento, the Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Durant Kia. Miami Dolphins, of course, take on the Buffalo Bills Sunday at 1 o'clock. Marcos has his cheetah jersey on right now. See if he can get in the end zone this week. No Javon Holland, no Julian Hill, no Zach Sieler, no Cater Kohu, They missed practice yesterday. We'll see if we get a status update on them from Coach McDaniel
He
here.
broke his eye real good.
Yeah,
That wasn't just a poke in
didn't
the
need
eye.
surgery though.
Yeah, but sometimes, all right.
Captain
me
Insano
explain.
shows no mercy.
Sometimes the surgery helps it heal faster, depending on how evasive you have to be. Because, nature can take its course and bones do heal on their own, right? But it's a longer process. That's why sometimes with shoulders and stuff like that, they just go in and secure the area instead of letting nature take its course. So,
speaking of, by the way, Wild Halloween, is J-Fig okay? Is she coming to the studio today?
That's what I was wondering. I was like,
She on a candy crash? What's going on with her?
Maybe she's coming in studio or something. I thought you knew more than me. We'll
don't
find.
know.
We'll send out the.
Well, she got her crew.
Well, she's listening. She'll text in like 3 seconds.
Yeah,
If she's coming to the studio, she'll be there in like 10 minutes.
She got that crew where they just go out and act a fool.
Right.
So she might,
Who knows?
do a wellness check on J-Fig.
Hurricanes, they take on Duke tomorrow, high noon.
Let me ask
Hard Rock Stadium.
Earlier in the week, you were confident, but not.
I'm fearful of the worst scenario.
Has closer to game day kind of moved you a little more secure?
Every time I listen to Cam Ward, I feel more secure. I do think that there are things the Canes have to be careful of because Duke is very good at taking away the football. I think they're like second in the nation in takeaways. And the Canes have been a little willy-nilly sometimes.
Willy-nilly.
So there are elements to this game that I do fear, but
I'm going to tell you what you're thinking right now. You look at what Duke can do. You look at what Miami has done. And if a storm gets together at the wrong time, Miami could find themselves on the wrong end of it, not having an opportunity to come back.
Right.
I know what you're saying. Too many turnovers. They take advantage of the turnovers.
Well, they don't take advantage of it. That was the one thing that was last week. That was crazy.
They had great defense. Their offense is.
Yeah, like last week, didn't they have 6 turnovers last week and they
lost to SMU?
That's crazy. That has to be. I don't know about a record, but that has to be the percentages of that have to be incredibly rare.
Yes. Usually, every coach will say, as their first, what do you need to win the game? Win the turnover battle. Now, I don't know how you get 6 turnovers. The other team, that means they never had the damn ball.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Still won, though.
Yep. Thursday Night Football gets another one. We've been talking about C.J. Stroud for a year and a half. And Thursday Night Football got him because he missed a whole lot of open guys.
The Jets ended up winning yesterday 21-13. Their record is now 3-6 on the season. And of course, the highlight that everybody's talking about is the Garret Wilson one-hander back of the end zone, got the shin down, and that was a beaut. That was a beaut.
He owed Rodgers a couple because that ball kicked his ass a couple of times in the same game.
I just saw Marcus's chat.
Found
Figgy. She was sleepy poo. I told you she had that candy crash. Too much candy.
Too much candy. It's not she's okay.
Liquor has sugar in it too.
The good stuff, though.
The good stuff.
J-Vic saying, call me. J-Vic, we were worried about you. Sorry. We was like, hey, she's not here. I don't understand what's going on. Sorry for being concerned. Panthers take on the Dallas Stars in Finland today. 2:00 is your puck drop.
You got that.
ESPN finally updated it, by the way, which is nice of them. Nice of them.
This was amazing to me. You work on the station.
I know.
That carries the game, and you listen to ESPN.
I thought we were wrong. Thought we were wrong. I thought ESPN is a partner too. They have ESPN Plus.
Not like here.
Crazy,
If the station that has the team says 2:00, now, in fairness, you could get 2-3 emails on the same topic. So it's not necessarily out of the realm, but usually they're right with the game times and the pre-games and stuff like that. Because that's where the money is, right?
Yep.
So they ain't gonna mess that up. ESPN, they're willy-nilly with the times. Like
they are willy-nilly.
Yeah. Monday Night Football.
I can't trust them anymore. It's over now.
Monday Night Football starts at 8, but if you tune in at 8, you're gonna be watching commercials and pregame for another 15-20 minutes.
NBA action last night. Grizzlies hammered the Bucks. Hammered them.
Hey, I saw the score and I'm like, oh no.
Woo. Interesting. John Morant triple-double.
Hey, question. What if they traded Dame? You out on that?
Oh, no.
I'm back, baby.
Oh, no.
Hey, wait. I'm back.
Oh, no.
Here's the problem.
Giannis had 37 in a 30-point loss.
Here's the problem, though, and this is a
23. Sorry.
Here's a fact, right? That if you bring one of those stars in, you're gonna have to give up somebody good, and that's where it becomes difficult because, like, the way this team is constructed, it's hard to just plug somebody else in. That's why you notice they bring a lot of the young guys in because they can get them to buy in. If you bring a star in, how long will it take them to see? Terry Rozier came in, he filled a role that the team needed.
Yeah, but he did take time to fill in for sure.
What? He only played 8 games.
I know, but even in the games that he did, like, it took probably 3-4
Yeah, but
weeks.
that's middle of the season. So yeah, I'm gonna give, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But if you bring a star in, how does that?
Just want to have a little fun, baby.
We'll
have to find out.
Like, this dude, hey, I'm bringing up legitimate questions that you may have.
It's a bad week to get me.
All right.
If they would have beaten the Knicks, if they beat Sabonis, then I'll be Wile E. Coyote.
4 games into the season.
I'm not depressed. I mean, they got kicked. They got kicked in the teeth, dude. I'm tired of them losing at home. By the way, Paolo Banchero out indefinitely, torn abdominal. Oof.
Hey, let me tell you something. You don't realize how painful that is till you just lift your arm. There is nothing you can do without doing that except blink.
Other
So
scores.
if you turn your head, you turn this. You lift your legs, all attached. Everything is attached to your core.
Other scores last night: Spurs beat the Jazz 106-88. Victor Wembanyama 25 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, 5 blocks.
Jesus, that stat line never ended.
Suns take out the Clippers. They came back from 21 down. They win 125-119. Devin Booker 40 points, 8 assists. And
there's another guy you've put on your radar.
And the Rockets top the Mavs 108-102 just for Marcos. Klay Thompson 2 for 9 from 7. 2 for 9 from 3-point land.
Oh, guys, is anyone surprised here? Back to normal. Here we go. I hope my DMs are going to be as flooded as they were a couple days ago now.
The Heat will be back in action tomorrow against the Washington Wizards in Mexico City at 9:30 p.m. And the Miami Heat, they have announced in partnership with Mickey and Madeline Harrison Family Foundation and Carnival Cruise Line, they are making a $2 million donation to Direct Relief to assist in the recovery efforts in the aftermath of Hurricanes Helene and Milton. So great job by them.
In North Florida?
I think and the Carolinas too, yeah.
In the Carolinas, yeah.
Both of them. So great job by the Harrison family and Carnival Cruise Line. We'll take a break. Lots to get into. Obviously, a busy weekend ahead. We'll take a break. Get into some footy football coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Miami Hurricanes coming up tomorrow at noon. That means we have pregame coverage getting going at. Am I going to be in the montage, or is that too slight? I don't know how that came out.
That was we're good. You're good on that one.
I was like, it was one of those where like I hesitated, but the ref didn't see it.
No, ref didn't see it.
Oh,
but
good.
if that was Bill Belichick, we'd spend 15 minutes on a Monday.
100%. But yeah, tomorrow pregame coverage begins at 8 a.m. Danny Rabinowitz, Brian Monroe, they will get you ready for Canes Duke. I agree with Schmeathan where he says biggest game of Mario's career. You can't lose to the guy who lost to FIU. Not only that, you can't lose to the guy that you replaced. There's heavy stakes here in coaching. You know, I think that there really is. And I think that, you know, this is definitely one of those. I mean, it's already a monster one because the Canes have been, you know, they've been flirting with disaster on some of these games. They've had some incredible moments. They are sniffing on the doorstep of getting through this ACC. Yeah, it's a monster. It's, you know, it's a sleepy nooner. It's one of those you got to be aware of too. But I do think they have the better team. I think ultimately they have the better team and they should win. But yeah, there are outside things that make me nervous, and there are elements of that Duke team, specifically on their defense, that just you got to be aware of. You got to be aware of. They're really playing with they're not playing with a whole lot to lose. All the pressure in this game is going to be on Miami. Is going to be like, and if I'm Manny Diaz, I know that, and I'm playing a real aggressive style coming into this one. A willy-nilly style, and I'm trying to put as much on Cam Ward's plate as I can, but I do think that Cam is right. One of the things that was great about last week is it showed Miami's not one-dimensional. I don't feel like they're as Cam reliant. I understand that FSU sucks, but they also they didn't really lean on Cam Ward to win that game, where even against some other opponents, it really was like, hey, dude, bail us out here.
They've run the ball pretty well for the most part all year. I think as the season goes on, the reason why it looks better is because they don't spread the carries out as much. You see what I mean? Early in the year, where you get 2-3 running backs getting 5 or 6 carries, and so it gets a little skewed. Now you got a horse.
Yep, Martinez.
So
Martinez a moose, and then you go Fletcher in there as well, and then they got the AJ Allen drive, which will inevitably that freshens everybody up in the third, fourth quarter.
Right, but that's kind of, so now they have a definitive, chain of command at the running back position, and so that's how that also adds to why they look like they're running the ball so much better. Because early in the season, they go, okay, you got this series, you got this series, you got this series. It's sometimes hard for a running back. So nobody gets into a group. Now they go, Martinez, you go take the first 3. Fletcher, you come in and get this one. And, kind of like that. The other thing is that we just didn't talk about the offense, but the defense has let a lot of teams just go right down the field and do what they want.
Big chunk plays.
Right. And so from that standpoint, while we're talking about Cam didn't have to save us, it almost seemed like it was a conscious effort not to have the defense out there. So they ran the ball more. And even with that.
Interesting, yeah.
Old Intangible went out there and ran. I mean, that was
go so far. How did he
that
do
was
that?
The slowest 49 50-yard run I have ever seen with no defenders around.
Nope. I was like, is
the
anyone
whole
going
field?
Is anyone going to catch that Intangible flying down the field?
He wasn't flying though.
He was flying like a blimp, like from Pompano,
Look.
Pompano Goodyear.
So,
Hell was that guy's name? Crow. Whatever the hell was his name?
I don't know. Chrome Cough or Chrome Cove. It was crazy, right? So a true freshman, nonetheless. You think they're doing kind of like what Cleveland's doing with Deshaun Watson. When
Croman Hawk.
Yugi Wagale, whatever his name is, when he comes back, like I'm just saying, they say, take your time coming back.
Baby. Take your time.
Yeah.
That's NIL money sunk. Damage is done there. You think somebody else is going to give him another try next year, or you think he's like
done?
Is
He's
he?
been in college for like 17 years.
Dude, I mean, the Canes have a tight end with a doctorate.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's one of those, like, can he, he's like,
hey, he's the perfect example of how you can play football and get your education.
Hey, guys.
All of it. He got all of the education. He went to school so long, they kicked him out of school.
DJ Uyunglele here. Hey, you guys ever see that game I filled in for Trevor Lawrence? I'm like,
that was in 1875.
Is that Uyunglele again? Yeah, we know about you filling in for Trevor Lawrence.
We get it.
We get it, dude. You're football Matt Flynn. You're college Matt Flynn.
Yeah, Matt Flynn he had them 2 games in.
Dude.
He threw for 400 back-to-back.
Wasn't one of them 5?
It was crazy. He
like
never played because of Russ.
Nope. Let's see. Matt Flynn, best game. 480 yards passing. 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
You think Green Bay knew something? Because guess what? They say, go ahead, buddy. Go do you.
Pretty wild. Yeah, and I don't know. I'm just one of those things where
I
was definitely more nervous in the beginning of the week than I am, but I definitely think this is a game where Duke has been respectable this year. They obviously have, look, Manny's a good defensive coach. He's a good defensive coach. He has been a good defensive coach. This is not something that I think it should be surprising. That was the most points they had given up all year last year, and that was that was in overtime. But they were able to turn them over a crazy amount of times too. I mean,
6 times and don't win.
That's crazy. Plus, you're minus. I mean, how do you get -6 in the turnover battle and you lose? That's insane.
So here's the thing. This is one of those games where, and you hear coaches say this: attention to detail. So that means you're on a drive. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot by lining up wrong. Let's not have pre-snap penalties. Let's not, on the defensive side of the ball, jump off sides on 3rd and 4 and give them a free first down. Everybody just hone in on what you have to do. And, talent-wise, you're better. The only way that talent line could be evened out is by turnovers, stupid mistakes, extending their drives with penalties, costing you drives with penalties, and then the game ends up being a lot closer than it should be. Because guess what? That's what happened last week. It was like that game was close for way too long because of all the stuff going back and forth. So,
good.
So from that standpoint, it's kind of a
here's a good thing.
Let's work on us.
Here's a good thing.
What?
I'm just reading a headline from Duke Wire. Duke football coach Manny Diaz expresses faith in kicker Todd Polino after a rough SMU game. Yes. Whew. Good. We missed an extra point and 2 field goals.
Hey,
right, here we come.
They don't have Borgalises in there, right?
I don't think so.
All the Borgalises stay in Florida.
I don't think so.
Wasn't this one the transfer from FIU?
No, I think his brother was.
That was the last Borgales.
The last Borgales. The one. Remember now that Borgales beat Manny Diaz as the FIU kicker. Then they took the whole Borgales family. That was hey, maybe we should have taken this Borgales family.
Oh my goodness! So we've had a Borgales kicking for what? 6 years? 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Take a break here. We might have a special guest stopping by here in just a minute. Back after this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Take you up until 2 here on the program.
Sure, it's not one.
Not one.
I don't know
wish
what they
it
got.
was.
They got
I wish it was.
They got a 2-minute pregame,
I
or
think
do they
Panthers
do
only,
the game doesn't start until 2:20?
From what I understand, the Panthers only do pregame if it's on the 30s. That's how it works. You get a 30-minute pregame, and that's how that works. So, but we, of course,
Hey,
what?
dear Panthers, you just won the Stanley Cup. You better get that money. Stop
100%.
messing around. Stop
Yeah,
messing around. Stop messing around. You need if you can get some type of advertising for an hour. Do an hour show. Keep saying it. Stanley Cup champs. Stanley Cup champs. Yeah.
It's Canes Duke week, which means it's Canes versus Manny Diaz week. There's only one man we should talk to when it's Canes taking on Manny Diaz, and that is, of course, Robbie the Degenerate. Hello, Robbie.
Hello, what's up, gentlemen?
Why
How are you,
still
buddy?
You still talking into that sphere, huh?
He does. He still's got that COVID.
Yep.
Still the COVID spear and still got that spotty internet. How are you, buddy?
Yeah. Well, from my internet, it's great except for the non-rock hard internet.
Yeah, it's
fantastic, man.
Internet needs Blue Chew. How are we feeling this week, Robbie? How are we feeling going into this game? Nope, his internet sucks. Let's have him. We'll just have him call in.
Hey, you see that iPad right on his eyeballs?
I do.
Hey, let me tell you something. We went to Craw Debauchery.
Yep.
He had all the honeys huddled around watching. What were they watching? Was it football?
Man, he's always got the iPad ready. He had a
you guys let me. I was getting ready to call it. I was getting ready to call him. Internet still, I'm using a hotspot too. It should be rock harder than that. But this is awkward.
I love this. Robbie's internet is messed up. Tobin's still muted. Leroy's eating. J-Fig just woke up again. This has been a solid start to the show.
It has been. I'm sorry, Froggy. We got it all going for us. But yeah, his internet's a little bit wonky. I'll send him the guest line. He can just call in.
I don't understand. For years, as long as we've known him, he's had the same internet.
It's hard to get it's hard to get to get some wall. Maybe he's got old walls. I don't know.
No, dude, come on now.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say what we got. I don't know. But certainly this will work out. It'd be just like Alonzo Mourning. If it works for Alonzo Mourning, it'll work for Robbie the Degenerate. Hello, Robbie.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. Finally. Yeah, you know what? I still have the same internet. It's what happens when you don't have rock hard internet. When you go wireless, you leave it up to the gods. Things like this happen.
It does. You do leave it up to the gods.
It only happens to you.
Well, Wi-Fi is for the birds. That's why we need to have, wired Ethernet, pure connection all the time. Wi-Fi is for the birds.
That's right.
How are you feeling going into tomorrow, Robbie? It's a sleepy nooner. These are things that make you nervous, but what do you feel? Canes, Duke.
Well, I am very nervous. A, sleepy nooner, and B, the defense is very suspect. They played Florida State last week. That was a freebie. But even a game like against Cal, giving up 38 points to Cal and Mendoza and quarterback, the miracle they won that game. Virginia Tech did whatever they wanted. It seemed like on offense. And Louisville put up 45. And then Duke is the kind of team with Malik Murphy could run around and create problems with his Canes defense. A Texas transfer quarterback. At 21 points, I think it's a way too many points. I think we're in for a close game, plus the Manny Diaz revenge factor, the guy who took his job. I think Manny Diaz this is going to be his Super Bowl. He wants to stick it to the Canes, and rightfully so. So I think it's going to be a very close game, a high stress affair on a sleepy nooner.
I kind of agree with him, Leroy. I think that
things that we've pretty much mentioned, all of the same things. The only thing I said, Robbie, was their offense is not nearly as good as all the other offenses that the Canes have given up a lot of points to.
except for Cal. I mean,
Except-
Cal
yeah.
lost to Florida State. I mean, that's all you need to know about Cal.
Yeah, true.
It's it is one of these things. Like, it has Manny Diaz at Duke impressed you at all? Like, they have a very weird game last week where they get a bunch of turnovers. They still lose because they don't have a kicker. Like, have you? I know nobody's probably tuned into more Duke games than you, just out of hate watching. Has he impressed you at Duke so far?
Well, I think you have to give him some credit. Although maybe we had the same debate with back in the OG Hurricanes when Larry Coker took over. Oh, he took over for Butch's team. Was it Larry Coker? Was it Butch? Manny Diaz taking over for Mike Elko's team, who Mike Elko left for Texas A&M. So we have to ask the question: is it Manny Diaz or is it Mike Elko doing the work? But I think getting Duke to 6 wins and Malik Murphy, getting the transfer for him, that wasn't a Mike Elko player. You got to give him somewhat credit for what he's done at Duke, already winning 6 games at Duke, and they probably should have won last week. And Manny's familiar place. He didn't have a field goal kicker last week, missed a bunch of kicks, and had to go to overtime and went for 2. And then he can use that's his favorite go-to move is he didn't have a kicker. So 4 plays away from 7-0. He could have definitely used that last week. But no, Manny has not done a bad job at Duke. I got to give him some credit, but still TBD, especially with Mike Elko's players.
Robbie, I'm curious. Have you ever witnessed a game where a team got 6 turnovers and still lost?
Never in the history. I don't think I've ever seen. And not just 6, but they themselves committed 0 turnovers. It was a net 6 differential in turnover margin, and they still lost. Well, I don't know if you count missed field goals as turnovers. They had a chippy to win the game, that in the end of regulation, and it got blocked.
Yeah, I know that. I can't believe they're sticking with that kid. Who
else
kid,
you gonna get?
I don't know.
Like, it's not like the pros, dude. The kid that's at home trying to get in college as a kicker is like the kid they had in Miami. McKicken. We saw him one time.
He got that win though. What game was that?
I don't remember.
That was against Virginia. It was against Virginia.
Oh my God! What a time to be alive. Okay, so for the Canes, obviously the defense has been suspect. Were you impressed that they were able to lean on the run game a little bit more? Cam Ward saying they're not one dimensional, or just you have to chalk that up to FSU sucks?
Well, I mean, you do have to chalk it up to FSU sucks, but it's also a rivalry game. You had to say that going in. But yeah, maybe that's why they just lean on the running game. They thought, FSU sucks. Let's not make crazy plays, razzle dazzle when we don't need to. I totally understand that, and they haven't been doing that every single game. There's been games where Cam Ward's literally saved them. Like, this team would have real problems if not for Cam Ward. He might win the Heisman just based on that. Like, how bad this Canes team would be if it wasn't for Cam Ward. But yeah, you can't have Cam Ward making all doing razzle dazzle plays all the time. He did take 4 sacks against Florida State, and look, he hasn't missed a game since going back to Incarnate Word. I don't think he's missed a game as a starting quarterback. So, and it's amazing with all the sacks he takes and all that he holds onto the ball. He almost invites the defensive line to come at him so he can make a crazy razzle dazzle play and get out of it. So, yeah, but it's good to lean on the running game. Maybe not expose Cam Ward more than you have to expose him.
Wow, I'm excited for this.
Robbie uses 1960s vernacular.
Is this the most
razzle dazzle?
Is this the most you wanted a Canes win that wasn't of bowl or significant status in a while because of how much you disliked Manny Diaz?
Well, I mean, I still have my issues with Cristobal. I know things have been going well this year, but I'm still bitter about Georgia Tech last year, the buffoonery that was last year. So, I mean, look, yeah, I do want to win this game, but I could kind of, if Manny Diaz somehow gets his revenge game, I'd have to kind of eat it. Not intensely that hate watching on to Manny Diaz, but I'm rooting it pretty hard.
I would say this is one of those things. It's like if Manny Diaz is able to win this, and you're I don't know if you heard that caller from Alabama for Feinbaum where he was giving out strikes, but if you got Middle Tennessee and you have not giving away a win by not kneeling and then losing to Manny Diaz, that's getting to be a lot of strikes for Mario Cristobal. There's a lot of pressure on him on this one too. You can't lose to the guy you replaced.
Yeah, and they don't play. The Canes they're going to play the whole season without playing a game against a ranked opponent. So if they lose this game, and Clemson and SMU, they don't play each other, they win out, then the Canes don't make the ACC championship game, and they really don't have a good resume to sit on if they lose this game especially not playing a ranked team. And you have those strikes. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
All right, Robbie. Enjoy your weekend, buddy.
All right, Robbie.
All right, hey, you guys are invited to poker on Wednesday. I sent you guys you got text. I sent you you ghosted me.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
wow.
because you're having it in the Keys, dude.
No, it's not. Oh, it's not. No, it's not at the Keys.
to me and Tobin.
Well, yeah, you guys are both invited. I'm just letting you know.
All right.
You guys do have. I'm just.
All right.
See you, man.
All right, see you.
There you go. Robbie
Like-
the Degenerate.
When he dude, he doesn't even live down there.
What did he say? Yeah, he told us it's in Coconut Grove. It might as well be the Keys.
That's what I'm saying.
It might as well be the Keys.
I looked at it and said, "Ooh, Robbie, I'll go hang out with Robbie." Nope.
I like how he even put in the text. He is right. We ghosted him. I apologize for that, Robbie. But when I saw Coconut Grove, I was like probably looking at it going, never gonna happen.
Right. That's what I mean. Sometimes you put the invite out there, knowing damn well that the person ain't gonna come, but you want to let them know, hey, think about you, buddy. You want to, come on through. You're more than welcome, right? Come on.
Wow.
That guy. Like he is, I would say he is the youngest, oldest friend that I have. Right?
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle
Yes.
dazzle.
I agree with him though. I do see sometimes Cam Ward is kind of. I'm like, you could have done.
Cam. What we see that makes me nervous too is when he scrambles to run, how laissez-faire he is. Just
My God.
like slow, and then
laissez?
he'll step out of laissez-faire.
Laissez-faire.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, I don't want to insult Big Spoon or Mima.
True.
Because, anytime that's not how you say it. I'm like, okay. English kick your ass every day. I don't say nothing to you, Mima.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
English and instructions on a marriage certificate.
Oh my goodness. That
And me, man.
that might be one of the funniest stories ever because we came back and they were folding up all the papers and putting them away.
We got it for you. We got
Still don't know if I'm married. I really still don't know.
Hey,
I mean, I
wouldn't
think
do
you would have
nothing
heard
this-
no by now. I would think.
I don't check the mail.
no, just go online, dummy.
I don't go online.
Just go online and see if your marriage license is good.
I got the Robbie internet issue. I can't deal with that.
Do it there. Do it at work. Takes 2 seconds to check if you got a marriage license.
Gotta write a ticket.
We'll take a break. Howard Tua is next.
Cycle of Doom.
It's hour 2. It's the confusion, Marcos. I don't really understand. This is usually reserved for a losing Monday.
Yeah, but 1-7 against Buffalo.
You're just waiting. It's like the Undertaker. It's just like Josh Allen's coming in with a robe and a sickle, and you're just waiting for it.
Just put me out of my misery, dude.
That's how you want to do it.
So
if you win this game, though, you could go on a little Runsky.
If I win this game, even though I've only won 1 out of the last 8.
Well, yeah, that is true. He's only lost to the Dolphins twice in his career, and like both of them are like last second losses. I think one, Charles Clay dropped the ball. He never loses to the Dolphins.
The other one, the
They didn't even do it in the last game.
Yeah, really. I'm not even sure if it's him anymore. I don't know if it's McDermott. I don't know if it's just the weather. Who do I blame? I don't even know who to blame. The people getting thrown through tables, the elbow room.
No, one of the things is, and usually your better defenses can do this. They can play pretty good with their front 7 or front 6 and allow you defensively to play 2 deep safeties. If you don't do anything in the line of scrimmage to control the linebackers get depth. And that creates small windows to throw the football. If you notice, every time Tua makes that throw through the middle where that timing throw is, the linebacker's not there. If you don't affect the linebacker, they get depth. And that is the key for cover 2. It's not the 2 deep safeties. Everybody thinks you can't go deep. That's not the issue. The issue is the linebackers get depth. Usually teams that play really well, pretty good cover 2, have linebackers who can run. Smallish, speed linebackers who can get depth. Those are the killers of your pass patterns. So you got to affect them either with a shallow cross. See, because what a lot of teams do is, the linebackers drop deep. They run a shallow cross with somebody underneath them. They'll step up a little bit. Now you got the over the top, right? So there's a lot of things you can do. As far as the Dolphins, you got Tyreek. He's going to go down the field. If you can widen that safety on that side, then you have a chance to throw the ball in the middle of the field. I think a big key this week is going to be Jonnu Smith. He's going to have to beat those linebackers. He's going to have to be able to catch that ball in the middle.
He's looked good. He's looked good. I think the thing that it's just like, it's one of those, I got to see him get through a whole game being able to play clean. Cause this is like, they already know what Buffalo's going to do. Like this story is like as old as time. We've seen it. We know what they're going to do.
They haven't changed. They haven't put wrinkles in it. They haven't changed. They're going to play 2 deep safety because you haven't beaten it yet. And that's how it works. In fact, there are other teams that try and do it. That's why, and here's the deal. That's why they struggle sometimes against the better defenses, because the better defenses don't have to adjust to you. They can still play their defense. So you got to find a way to affect them and make them adjust.
And again, a fresh Von Miller back this week. The old love a fresh week. What was he suspended for? Was Von
Miller wasn't suspended?
Yeah, he was. I don't know if it was produced for behavior. I'm not really sure what it was for.
It was it's personal conduct policy.
Yeah.
The team or the league?
I think the league.
Well, I think it was the league because it's suspended 4 games without pay for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. The league announced it.
Oh, wait, that means, you know what that is?
What?
Domestic disturbance or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Says he stays mum on suspension, instead focus on rejoining the Bills.
That's pretty good for something to happen and it not reach the news outlets. He got lucky.
I think it did though. It just it happened at a point in time in the year.
Yeah, because sometimes that stuff, and sometimes that suspension stuff doesn't come until like a year later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Or it came like right before the season started, or so yeah. But That's the thing.
I-
It sucks that you know exactly what they're going to do, how they're going to do it. You know how to beat it. It's just a matter of executing. Now, in all the games before this one, the one thing that kills cover 2 is a tight end. Tight ends kill cover 2. Because now you're asking your linebacker to guard a tight end.
What about like we did see, you know, them busting runs up the middle, like in Tua's absence.
That helps also because
I mean,
now you got think about this. So you have effective runs against cover 2. Now they got to do one or two things. They got to bring a safety down, or those linebackers are going to be super aggressive to try to stop the run. Then you got the throws over the top. If you start doing that, then what they'll do is they'll roll a safety down. And what teams try to do is roll that safety down before the snap and then make you adjust and then get to cover 2 from there. But if you try and do that, you're leaving your cornerback on an island with Tyreek Waddle because you ain't going to be able to get over there to help him from around the line of scrimmage. So there's a lot of different things you can do, but here's the thing. If you never take advantage or never have success to affect the other move, it's a moot point. And that's kind of what happened in the game earlier in the season.
Yeah,
because the Bills didn't play their best game either.
Yeah, they didn't. And I think the thing is, you know, that's been frustrating is it does feel like the Dolphins have just set all their opponents up for success because they just can't execute. They have just the most untimely turnovers. I do say, like, I don't think Sieler is completely ruled out yet, but man, trying to go win a game against that run attack without him is going to be a tall task. You're going to have to put up points. Like, this cannot be one of these things where it's like, oh, Miami is, you know, having a 17-point stinker. You'll have no shot, it feels like.
Right. So that's kind of, you know, every week you go through the week and you realize you have to make some adjustments. But keep in mind, teams don't make adjustments out of the realm of what they do. So if a team only plays cover 2, they're not going to adjust too much. They're going to just show it differently, but they're going to end up in cover 2. A team that doesn't blitz isn't all of a sudden going to start blitzing all out because you're scared of the mistakes you could have in the secondary. They might change it up every now and then. So as you get to 6, 7, 8 games, you have a pretty good idea of what the other team's going to do. It's just a matter of, can you execute to make them adjust, to make them get out of their comfort zone? Because again, I can't think of in recent history a time where offensively you put them in a position where they had to make some kind of adjustment or they were never going to stop you.
Right.
It just never happened. On the other side, they just moved the ball and did what they wanted to do. And if they couldn't do nothing, then they just give the Moose the ball and let him run around. So this is where at some point, Chop Robinson, who does a hell of a job getting free, is going to have to make a play.
For sure.
And so that's it. Like,
which I don't know, like it's hey, we're all waiting still on the first sack on it, and it's tough. It's like there's so much pressure on this kid his first year.
I don't think there's a lot of pressure that the team's putting on him because they do see him having some success. The problem is he's probably putting pressure on himself because he realizes that he doesn't have any. And so you want to affect the quarterback, but you still have to be poised enough in your efforts to affect the quarterback. You don't give him more of a window to throw the ball.
Let's get the headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia miles in inventory like the Sportage, the Sorrento, and the Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Mike McDaniel, This was him earlier in the week talking about all of Buffalo's past success against his team. Here was McCochin.
It's always interesting how football is very similar to life, and so circumstances kind of direct your tonality, what you focus on, and right now, I think our main focus is absolutely positively how we play football, and how we do things to win games, not things to lose games. So, everybody, it's a division road game against an opponent that is everyone in our division's chasing, and that's everybody knows that.
So
Tonality.
Looked it up. He got lucky with that one.
Oh,
We got
hell.
I start looking at my feet.
Do you think of it?
Reality.
Do you think Mike McDaniel looks at the room one and he thinks to himself, these guys, he's like, I'm gonna yell him. I'm gonna yell him. I'm gonna hit him with one of them Yale words.
Or he looking around to see if Leroy and Tobin are in that room, so laughter doesn't break out. I can't, if we're in serious meetings, I cannot be nowhere near Tobin because he'll do this. We'll be sitting down looking at a little paper to follow along, and he'll go.
The last time I thought about that was during the Alonzo Mourning interview. Thank God Leroy's not here.
He said some stuff.
It wasn't what he said; it was the way he described it.
Okay.
He's still the best. The interview was awesome, but there was one answer where I was like, "Oh, thank God Leroy's not here."
Wait a minute. You're the guy. You almost got us fired.
I know. That's why I'm saying, I can't. If I looked up and I saw your face, I would have I would have lost it. I would have lost it.
Dude, because I was sitting next to the Google. I was sitting right next to her, right? And so I'm sitting here, we looking at our paper, and Google. And me and Tobin just made eye. And I was like,
else laugh though? I just don't know how did no one else laugh? How did no one else?
Because I don't know.
People are funny duddies.
Because they don't do stuff like us.
Tua says this is what he learned. This is what he learned from week 2 when they're lost to Buffalo.
I would say it doesn't change. I would say if you look back at the way we played Buffalo earlier in the year, three turnovers, you can't do that. You just can't do that. And I'm just speaking from an offensive perspective. Can't worry about what the defense does. They're going to do what they do. We got to eliminate turnovers, eliminate takeaways in that sense. We got to stay ahead of the sticks, take what they give us. And if it's a 16-play drive and we get points on the board, we're okay with that, and we're willing to do that. And this team is, you got to go battle them out for 60 minutes. That's what these kind of games are.
Did infuse some intangibles getting River Craycraft back this week, it seems like.
So one of the things that I appreciate is he stayed on the offensive side of the ball, right? And really commented on what they did wrong. And that's kind of how you own it. You make those things better. If you start talking about the game in general, then people are going to look at you and say, hey, buddy, you had 3 turnovers. So, yeah. I just think they a lot of stupid and unforced errors have been happening to this offense.
Yep.
In recent history. And I don't know, and people say it's paying attention to details, but I don't even know if that's it. Some of them are unfortunate and they're badly timed. And sometimes
it does, I wonder if it's this, because everybody who talks about stopping this offense. You know, the motions they use, all the complexities that go into it. Football heads, like when it works, they rave about it. But like if it is that hard, if it doesn't work, it just feels like the margin for error can lead to disaster more so than little mistakes. You know?
It's like at what point, and I won't say simplify it, but at what point do you have to be careful with all the stuff you're doing pre-snap to where you only end up hurting yourself?
Right.
And it doesn't make that much. How much of an impact? Here's what you have to weigh. How much of an impact is that motion, that quick motion or that fast motion going to make? Or how difficult is it that you're going to have two guys moving? Because we've seen a lot of times the receiver on the right is going way wide. You got trips on the left. They start doing their little motion thing, and the guy hasn't gotten set out there yet.
It's basically like, can you temper it from shooting yourself in the foot to just stubbing your toe?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You were right. Go ahead. Push the button. Push the button.
-1.
Why?
Because he was just waiting for the okay.
Is that what it's like?
Oh my goodness.
Take a break. Back after this.
What?
It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left.
All right, welcome back. It's Football Friday here, which is brought to you in part by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. I want to let you guys get a chance to win some Tortuga tickets. You got a 3-day pass coming on up. If you guys want to win a pair of 3-day passes to Tortuga Music Festival for April 4th, 5th, and 6th, text the word Dolphins to 20357. Text Dolphins to 20357, and you guys could win those 3-day passes. You got Jelly Roll, Keith Urban, Luke Combs. Text Dolphins to 20357 if you want to win a pair of 3-day passes. For more info, go to WQAM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates apply. Don't text and drive. Miami Dolphins getting ready. We got Heat basketball coming up tomorrow as well. Jaime Jaquez Jr., of course, going to have a special weekend as he is going to be, I'm sure, featured a lot in the Mexico City game, Heat and Wizards. And I was reading the Miami Herald. Leroy expects a lot of people from his dad's side of the family to be down there. His dad is from Guadalajara. And it's also the Day of the Dead celebration down there.
Oh, wait, it's like
Is that Halloween?
No, that was
It's the day after Halloween.
Yeah.
So it's today.
No.
So like got all the cool skulls and stuff to celebrate.
We should have cool jerseys for that.
What do you mean? You want like skulls on it and stuff?
Yeah, that'd be cool, right?
That
Or
would
like,
be cool.
cool,
Or somebody
like-
has custom shoes or something like that.
Yeah, give me something. Maybe the court is like black with skulls and cool designs. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing too much, but we're going to Mexico City. We might as well spruce up the event.
Got to watch out for the illegal air as well.
Gotta watch out.
High altitude. Got to
Absolutely.
be nervous about it. Not that, I mean, it's not like they're taking on the Nuggets, so I guess you don't have to be too worried about it, but
yeah,
it's one of those things.
Illegal air.
Day of the Dead is colorful.
Yeah. But
I
it's
mean, when I hear dead in the description, I don't think colorful. Sorry.
Yeah, they bring a lot of like flowers and things to like to the cemetery and food.
Oh,
on
a
the
Day
island.
of the Dead. You celebrate the dead.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sorry, but like when I think of that, I think of The Walking Dead. I think of, yeah, exactly. I think of the.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Apologize to DWade.
Oh, I didn't realize it. Woo. Maybe
I
that's
love,
what-
by the way, I love the way that he's owning it, by the way. Like, he's just like, I love it. Loves his statue. You guys can, he's basically like, I love my statue, go to hell.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. But it don't look like him. I could also be right. And he said it wasn't designed to look like him. He said it was designed to
does
capture a
look like
moment.
him, though. It does look like
No,
him.
it doesn't.
It does. It has
Stop
angles.
this.
It has angles.
Angles.
I'm telling you, it does. It has angles. I've been there.
You know what? If you stand sideways and I look from down here, you look skinny.
It's very not. It's not nice.
Again, if you guys are following us on Tobin and Leroy, bingo, there goes Leroy's body sham. I'm almost there, right there. If my card is getting close. I got
Nobody's
Tobin-
won yet?
No, I got someone who sent me they were close. They had 2. Right now I have 2. On my card, I have Leroy body shame and Tobin leaves Mike muted. If Frog Boy forgets audio, I got a bingo. So no pressure.
No,
Frog.
wait a minute. You can't
Seems like
control
the
your
fix
own
is in
bingo
there.
card.
Well, I don't make the rules here. I'm just the host.
What do you think will be more goosies, Jaime in Mexico or Barky in Finland?
Barky in Finland.
Yeah, I think Barky in Finland's going to be pretty cool.
Because because of the hardware he's going with.
It's fair. Jaime's just going to be like, you guys see the time I dunked over Shaq? Whew. Has anybody ever gotten less credit for dunking over Shaq than Jaime Jaquez?
Definitely Rob.
They were like, be gone, Rook. Be gone.
I think that has more to do with it. When you're not, see, some of these guys that go in the dunk contest, they come in with a lot of acclaim. They show pictures of this guy dunking, and you're like, ooh. Jaime didn't go in there with all of that. And so you go into the event thinking that he's not going to do much. You see what I mean? So yeah.
Crazy. By the way, happy birthday to Eric Spoelstra.
Spo. Nice.
Yep.
Was he 53?
54.
54.
54 today. 54 to Coach Spo.
That.
And Gogi's in Mexico too.
Wow. You know what? Just to support my guys, in about 2 weeks, I'm going to go to Mexico.
What? That's not.
Just to support my bros.
No, you're not an ambassador.
Let's go Heat.
He's a game ambassador.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I agree.
What are you an ambassador of?
Vibes, dude.
Remember when Stugatz was a ambassador?
I do. Mike Buck. Calling from Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Crazy, dude. Anyway, Heat in action tomorrow. 9:30 is your tip for that. That he will look to bounce back against the Wizards. I'll tell you what's going to be going on in this game. Just so everybody's aware of. Be on the lookout.
Bolo.
Heavy Kyle Kuzma flirting. This guy has been wanting to be on the Heat now for like the last 3 years.
Oh, man.
Just be on. I don't know if is he hurt? He is been batting the goo eyes at Pat Riley to get him out of Washington for like 3 years now. All right. So just be wary. Be wary of that. Kyle Kuzma has been off to a bit of a hot start. He's not hurt. So just be aware. Just be out there. Be aware.
I got to tell you, for a guy who said, I'm not doing any whaling, you certainly seem to be mentioning all the hot spots.
I'm letting you know. I'm letting
all the hot spots to catch fish.
I didn't say I wasn't whaling. I said I was taking a year off whaling last year, which I did. Served my sentence. And what I don't like is that when I bring up trades that you guys pin me down and then all of a sudden you hold it over my head for the rest of my life. It's not nice.
Because until this point, you still haven't given us a viable trade.
Well, I have my trade. Marcos has seen my trade.
Yeah.
Just like he saw you play.
Also saw that. Also saw that.
It was good, right?
Bootleg
Scoot Boogie.
I don't know. It really wasn't that good.
Could you imagine that? Tua calling the play. Give me trips right. Boot, scoot, and boogie.
Oh, bootleg.
You don't have to say bootleg. Just
Kyle Kuzma.
Just boot and huddle. Some of these plays,
that's true.
too much verbiage.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's some of our problems sometimes. Kyle Kuzma, good forward, even better Halloween costume apparently.
That was who's doing him? Because the original is
Kelsey.
Kyle Kuzma.
Doesn't that look like Kelsey?
I'm saying Jay Huff, Grizzlies big man, showed up as Kyle Kuzma for Halloween.
That's good.
But wait, I promise you, his sweater didn't cost as much as Kyle Kuzma's.
That's true.
That looked like Timu right there.
Mike McDaniel says Zach Sieler is likely going to be ruled out for Sunday. Awesome! This is great!
Did we confirm that it was indeed Eichenberg? They still are.
I know it was him!
Okay.
Who else denied it?
That's true. Look, you denied it. You supplied it, dude. It's
exactly. It is the schoolyard rules. Everybody knows that. Did anybody even think it was anybody else? Did anybody else even come to mind?
Not once you brought it up.
No, literally no one else.
Fractured orbital bone. Are you kidding me? What is
I mean, you don't fracture an orbital bone if you get punched in the eye.
If he comes back with a shield, though, even tougher looking.
He's going to look cool. Yeah, but now he's not playing.
That's true. I'd rather
See,
him play.
what you have to realize is you have cheek pads under your helmet, and that pushes onto. So that's probably the painful part, is that he can't put a helmet on yet.
Take a break. Tickle Leroy's fancy next. My fancy is not tickled. That is a lot of tequila Jimmy Butler is carrying.
Man, I finally got to the starting five episode, the Jimmy Butler episode 5, starting five.
Oh, man.
Waterworks, dude. The waterworks were there. It was great.
Jimmy Butler is passing out tequila shots to his teammates last night.
You got something to say about that? Yeah, you do. Say it. I'm not starting until you say it.
What?
I'm not starting until you say it because I know that grin. I know that look.
No.
Say it. Say it.
Leroy.
No. Not till you say it.
I don't even know what you're referring to.
You
I
know
really
what
don't.
I'm referring to. I know what that look is. You got something cooking in that brain.
Hard to say.
No, it ain't hard to say.
Hard to say.
It ain't hard to say. Say it.
Wow.
Finally, they're taking some shots around here. Jeez, would it kill you to hit a parlay for once?
Oh, you're not kidding, dude.
Leroy?
I'm waiting on you to say what you was going to say.
Here's what I'm going to say. At 1 o'clock.
Oh, you got more moves than Tyreek Hill.
In Buffalo, the Miami Dolphins visit the Bills. Buffalo is a 6-point favorite. Mike McDaniel's announced no Zach Sieler, no Javon Holland, no Julian Hill, Cater Kohu unlikely, probably no River Craycraft, maybe next week. Leroy, does this game tickle your fancy?
Yes, because now you can save $5 by not betting the Julian Hill anytime touchdown.
True.
My fancy is tickled.
Boy, who am I going to bet on this week? Sucks.
Who you got? You can't do River Craycraft.
Do River Craycraft, Smythe.
I think Jonnu Smith.
Nobody wants
No
to bet on
value.
Smythe, right?
I mean, no one wants to, but that may be the value play.
Jonnu Smith.
I'm just going to have to put a Jonnu Smith parlay together. Maybe I'll go Jonnu Smith,
He probably-
touchdowns, yards, all that.
All right. Yes, very excited. Listen, we saw more from the offense last week. It didn't end up being a win because they still have these mistakes.
Yep.
But if they build on that, they could go on a run. I would love it to start this week because you beat Buffalo. It not only gives you confidence on what you can do for the rest of the year, but then we will look at this team totally different. We will. We will now, instead of looking at all of the things that we think are problems and what they did in the front office and what Mike McDaniel is doing, just with a win on Sunday, we will look at this team and go, man, I wish we didn't have all those injuries. Maybe we could have been here sooner, right? So it's amazing at what a win will do, especially against an opponent like Buffalo.
Is Khalil Ware allowed to drink tequila?
He's in Mexico, dude. You only got to be like 13.
To be a prize fighter, you can drink tequila.
Hey, I know in my town is 18. In New Orleans is 18. So
is it? I thought it was nationally 21.
Here's what happened. I'm gonna tell you the fact behind this. Years ago, the government gave money to all the states that changed their drinking age from whatever it was to 21. Louisiana lost money. So they said, here's your money back. We're doing it our way. So they went back to 18. Come on, man. Believe
it says 21 on Google.
Totally incorrect on this one. Totally not true.
No, it's not. I'm telling you.
I got another set.
You sure it's not 21? Wink.
Seems like it may be a 21.
Dude, when I was 12, I was getting my grandfather fits a granddad on Sunday morning. So I don't know what the drinking age is in your part of the country, but my part of the country is green.
It says in 1986 it was raised to 21, Leroy. You were off to Michigan.
Love that.
Okay, but then they switched back. I'm telling you.
Leroy at 1 o'clock. The Dallas Cowboys at 3-4 visit the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta's a 3-point favorite. Tickle your fancy?
As much as I want to watch the train wreck, like those are two teams that just don't tickle my fancy right now.
I'm agreeing with you.
It's just like it sounds like it should be more. It sounds like it should be more than what it is because Dallas, Atlanta, Kirk Cousins been balling, but I'm not feeling it.
What about at 1:00? The Vegas Raiders visit the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati is a touchdown favorite at home. Tickle your fancy?
Oh, they still doing that with Cincinnati, huh?
It is the Raiders.
I don't care. Have you seen Cincinnati?
Did you guys see Macaulay Culkin wear a Joe Burrow costume?
Really?
Oh, that's got to be an honor, dude.
Well, no, they both got that blonde hair, right?
Totally look alike. I can see it for sure.
They definitely look alike. I mean, Macaulay Culkin's a little bit, life's caught up a little bit, but
yeah, for sure.
I mean,
there's a resemblance.
Okay.
It's the same.
Tangible.
Does not tickle my fancy.
Fair enough.
I don't think Cincinnati is good, and we know Oakland's not. I mean, Vegas isn't good.
What about Jim Harbaugh's Los Angeles Chargers at 4-3 visiting the red hot Jameis Winston led 2-6 Cleveland Browns. LA is a 1.5 point road favorite. Take your fancy?
Did you just call the 2-6 team hot?
Yep. Red hot.
Red hot.
Red hot.
Yeah. I have to watch it. I do have an interest on both sides. I always like to keep an eye on Jim, but they're playing Cleveland. Yeah, I want to see Jameis do well. Because the one thing he does that none of the other quarterbacks did this year was the same thing Flacco did last year: push the ball down the field.
Oof. This is one. Oof. 1:00.
Carolina? Nope, I'm out.
Not Carolina. The Patriots visit the Titans.
Oh my gosh, no.
Tennessee's a 3.5 point favorite.
Listen.
Fancy not tickled.
Blue Chew can't save that game.
At 1:00, the Washington Commanders visit the New York Giants. Washington's a 4-point road favorite. Ticket your fancy?
Still at 1:00.
Yep.
I'm a peek in. I'll peek in because I mean, this Jaden Daniels is amazing. He's right. If you watch him, he's fun. He's still a little banged up. Them ribs ain't gonna just go away. It takes a minute.
Yep.
So I'll peek in, but I'd say, yeah, my fancy's tickled.
Leroy. Speaking of New Orleans, the 2-6 New Orleans Saints visit the Carolina Panthers.
Hell no.
Oof.
You know what that would be? Punishment.
Oof.
That would be like, go to your room and watch Saints in Carolina.
Woo! You know how bad you have to be as a football team to be a touchdown underdog at home to a 2-6 team?
Oof.
That just lost 6 straight?
That's crazy.
Wait, so one team lost 6 straight, and they're a 7-point favorite against another team. That might be chili pepper worthy.
Sheesh. That's oof.
That's
oof.
And Bryce Young is starting again, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's back. At 1:00, the Denver Broncos at 5-3 visit the Baltimore Ravens, fresh off their loss to Cleveland. Baltimore also 5-3, an 8.5 point favorite at home. Take your fancy?
I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna say this. This is one of those teams where they've sucked for so long that the record means nothing. Denver's not that bad. They ain't 8 points bad to nobody in the league.
Great. Yeah, they've had a very impressive defense too.
But for some reason, if you say Denver without the record, everybody just assumes blowout. So that's another game that I would be tempted to put my chili pepper on the underdog. Yeah.
Leroy Doug Peterson makes his return to Philadelphia as the Jacksonville Jaguars take on the Eagles. This is at 4:05. Eagles are a touchdown and a half favorite. Does this game tickle your fancy?
No. Like I like the coach going back to play his team. Be better.
Well,
Like,
fancy
I'm not going to watch your bad team go back to you. And it's funny because Philly's been winning games and everybody still thinks they're terrible. Everybody, their own fans still booing.
Yep. The coach fights the fans.
Dude, if he go on a 2-game losing streak, they're going to get him out of there because they looking for a reason. You can't find one right now. You can't find a reason to get rid of the coach.
At 4:05, the Chicago Bears at 4-3 visit the spicy 4-4 Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's a 1.5-point favorite at home. Take your fancy?
Arizona might not score.
Really?
Because I think what happened on that defensive side of the ball, you're going to have one baller. You're going to have one baller.
You thinking he's coming away with a couple picks?
Oh, yeah. He going to do something.
You got that make good?
Got to get that make good.
At 4:25, got to think this is the Tom Brady game. This is the game of the week. The Detroit Lions visit the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
My fancy is tickled.
My fancy is definitely tickled. Detroit is fun to watch. Are we still trying to figure out how good Green Bay is?
Love is dealing with a groin injury. He's limited in practice, questionable to play. Seems like he's going to try and give it a go.
Yeah, I don't know. They seem like their team is put together well enough that they could withstand a backup quarterback, though.
Well, yeah, Malik Willis did. He's won for them so far this year.
Yep.
4:25. The LA Rams visit the Seattle Seahawks. Rams 1-point road favorites in Seattle. Leroy, take your fancy?
No.
Pass. All right.
Fancy not tickled.
I'll pass.
All right. At 8:20 p.m., the Indianapolis Flaccos visit the Minnesota Vikings. Ticket your fancy?
A little bit. I watch it. Kick the tires night game, Minnesota, all the things that would warrant my fans to be tickled.
Minnesota's a 5.5-point favorite in prime time. And finally,
oh my goodness,
Monday,
they might check, please. They're gonna blitz the hell out of Flacco.
Oh yeah. Monday Night Football. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 4-4 visit the 7-0 Kansas City Chiefs, who are 8.5-point favorites. Leroy, take your fancy?
Yeah, I'll watch it. I mean, Baker's been throwing the ball all over the place, but they're missing their 2 top guys.
Yep.
So I'll see. I could see why they're that much of an underdog, but has Kansas City blown anybody out? Not really.
They are 7-0. Their last win was 27-20, 28-18. They beat New Orleans 26-13.
I guess
no, they haven't blown anybody out.
Right.
That was
but all more than 8 points.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it. I'm curious to see how. Like, I would leave that alone if you were looking for chili peppers, because that offense doesn't look the same without Evans and who's
Godwin.
Didn't the guy who got Godwin got fined, right?
Did he?
I think so.
Oh boy. Whew. Take a break. We'll get you caught up. Mike McDaniel has updated the injury situation for the Miami Dolphins as they go.
We got to block off a segment for it.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of bodies. It's a lot of bodies. It's a Football Friday brought to you by our South Florida Chevy dealers. You're looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Back after this.
It's kind of fun.
Oh. Hello, Jennifer.
Oh, hello, sleepyhead.
I deserve that.
You want to give us a little taste of what your evening was like?
Yeah, what did you do last night?
I went to a couple haunted houses.
Wow.
It was fun.
Did you wear a costume?
It was a very last minute costume from years ago that I put on, but nothing that was really planned.
Had it in reserve?
What?
Like you just had it like in the back of the closet in reserve?
Yeah, basically. I haven't worn it in years. Somehow still fit.
Sophia won her trunk or treat last night.
Oh.
She had the best design. All the kids loved her 90s Barbie.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because I just saw the hat, I think. And then what was Tom? He was like a
Death Skull King?
Death Skull King, of course.
Yep.
Yes.
I thought that you put an emoji over his face. That's what I thought I saw.
Nope, that was his actual costume.
Eventually I realized.
Nope, that was his actual costume, and he got him. So he actually kind of made it himself. He got like, you know, the mask and the cape, but then like he's like, all right, we got to go to Party City to get some weapons.
Oh,
so
goodness!
He got a battle axe.
Oh my goodness!
It was good. I was like, oh, this is scary.
How many times? Because I'm finding things out every year as a father now. How many times did Tommy wear it, or your kids in general? How many times do you get out of these purchases?
He wore it. He got his very early this year, so he wore it when he first got it. I let him Skull King it up, and then they had two parties plus they had they had one party and they had one trick or treat, so they got like 3 uses.
And then the school, don't you get to wear a costume to school?
Nah, they didn't get to do it this year.
Yeah, I think they're switching that from what I'm hearing.
The schools are lame.
Man,
really? Schools are lame.
No, because your son's costume consisted of weapons.
Yeah, but he could have been the Skull King.
They all
without
do.
the weapon.
They all. That's why they're scary. They all do.
Well, I got my boy is Nacho Libre out here.
Love
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So cute.
Ready to go. He had a good time. Doesn't even know what Nacho Libre is. Hated the fact that he
Did
had.
Did people get Nacho Libre?
Oh, the parents, the adults, and all this stuff loved it. One of their favorite things. The kids, no clue. They're like, who is that? This is stupid.
When do you judge a trick or treater? Because I had a few trick or treaters run by us. I'm like, you can drive.
Oh, like what age?
Yeah.
15 was mine. They're like, a little old, aren't you? And I was like, I'll go home.
I'm like, I gotta hand out this candy, so like I'm gonna give it to you, but
yeah,
a little old, huh? You gotta bring a little kid around or something.
Yeah, you gotta fake it.
Trick or treating wasn't as big this year.
Was it? It was popping. It was one of the busiest years I've had.
Really? I feel like it's died over the years.
Yeah, because
shows up anymore.
in my neighborhood, everybody drives around in the golf carts.
Yeah,
well, actually, someone in this neighborhood did the same thing. Yeah.
That's the one good thing about trick or treating in our neighborhood, because we always have golf carts, but it's so much pedestrian traffic. Like you might as well walk because you ain't going anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
You ain't going anywhere. Here was Tommy's Skull King for those interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Man, and yesterday, of all the things that I saw that I thought was cool, you know, I do notice that there's a lot more houses catering to the adults that are walking these kids. I saw a lot more adult beverages being handed out.
That's what my wife does.
Yeah.
Really?
She puts out she has a big jug filled with something, and then a jug for the kids, cups, ice.
Last year, we did my sister-in-law's neighborhood last year, and there was somebody who was giving out like frozen daiquiri blood packs.
Oh,
pretty good.
How many of those did you hose down?
Just one. I didn't want to be greedy.
Nice. Kind of you. Very kind of you.
There's a guy down the neighborhood. He does it up. Like that's his thing, is like the block party where parents can come get brewskis. He's got pizza. He's got hot dogs. He's got the whole thing. I don't want to copyright infringe on his thing. So, you know, that's everybody goes there for the booze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't open up your own party on Halloween now. Now you got things get bad blood.
I don't think so. I don't want beef. That's been his thing since I moved into the neighborhood. I'm like, if anybody else tries to do it, that's not your thing.
Yeah.
It's not your thing.
Nice. Yeah, I did appreciate that. And yeah, like you said, golf carts, adult beverages, more decorations than I remember as a kid. But I appreciated it. It was a good time. Good time.
All right, let's get to headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. At Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia miles in inventory like the Sportage, the Sorrento, and the Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Miami Dolphins. We have vast injury updates from Mike McDaniel. This is from the great Barry Jackson. He says the Dolphins will be without lineman Zach Sieler, safety Javon Holland, cornerback Kader Kohu, and tight end Julian Hill for Sunday's game at Buffalo. He says Tyreek Hill is expected to continue to play through a foot injury, according to Mike McDaniel. Fullback Alec Ingold had a soft tissue injury that worsened this week, but McDaniel says that he expects Ingold to play. Outside linebacker Emmanuel Ogbah will continue to play despite a tear in his bicep. And that's what
I
we
had
got.
that. Those are tough because you can't really reach. See, I got it right here.
Ew.
Right there. See a little.
Which way is the beach?
Huh?
What?
The gun show?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look. See it's right there? That's right there. Tour.
Oh, man.
Ow.
Barry
That's how many
also-
games I missed.
Zero.
Zero. I did have to tape it up, though, so it was a little bit awkward.
Oof.
Barry also writes, receiver River Craycraft will likely spend another week on injured reserve. Mike McDaniel says they're being cautious with River's timeline. Probably won't be activated. He says, quote, leaning towards next week. Amari Cooper is questionable for the Bills. So, awesome.
Oh, that's a nice acquisition. I like Amari Cooper, too.
Panthers, they'll be back in action in less than 2 hours. You guys will hear that right here. Cats in Finland. They take on the Dallas Stars. Tomorrow, the Miami Hurricanes take on Duke at Hard Rock Stadium at noon. Pre-game coverage here on QAM begins at 8 a.m. And the Heat are in Mexico, taking on the Washington Wizards. Tomorrow night.
Computer to load?
I thought anybody had a reaction to anything, but no. Everybody just stared at me awkwardly.
No, we just stared at you because it should have been 1 o'clock.
I apologize. I'm the worldwide leader. I would have thought they would have had it together.
Had my whole weekend plan.
For our YouTube and Twitch audience, you want to take a look at some of this tequila action that was going on, the tequila party that Jimmy threw last night?
Sure. Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Wow. You got Jimmy Butler there. Scary Terry's wearing the Scary Terry mask.
Makes sense.
Tyler Hero's wearing chinchilla. What is
that?
He is a cat scratching post, I believe.
That actually works.
Let's see. All right, you got some cheers. Oh, go back, JV. Go back one.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like we got Bam there ripping some shots. We got Pella Larson, Swedish Swish. Nico now ready to throw back some tequila. Jimmy Butler's shirt, very see-through.
Guess what? I wouldn't be at that party.
Why?
I don't drink tequila.
You would have to go if teammates had it out.
In Mexico, you have to drink tequila.
Mexican tequila is different, dude.
That's the last time I drank tequila. Was in Mexico.
Look at that.
He's like, boys, we got the Wizards tomorrow. I got us.
Yeah, look at Bam. You can tell he had
not a tequila drinker. Tequila.
Just get the under. I already see it.
You know what that look is that Jimmy has with his fist up right there? That is Spo. Enjoy practice tomorrow, dog. Spo's like, Pella, why do you smell like that?
Yeah, that's the thing. That is the one liquor. If you drink a lot of tequila, your sweat, your burps, everything is going to be tequila. So when they practicing tomorrow, they all going to be sweating tequila.
Luis says 50 million hoop life is grand. Sure is. Look like a fun party. I do like that Jimmy is having the gatherings when they travel. That's nice. Even if Nico's going to be hungover at practice today.
Be nicer if it wasn't a 2-2 record at the moment.
Well, I understand. That's true, Marcos. But it is the Wizards.
Okay, but hey,
you're basically taking on Shaqtin' a fool.
To quote my boy Brendan Tobin, don't lose after throwing the
don't lose. You're right about that. Don't lose.
Don't lose.
They have a time. They have a day to sober up a little bit. I mean, are they going to sober up or are they going to get more drunk tonight in Mexico? Probably more drunk in Mexico tonight. I mean, I don't, hard to say.
They're playing 2 games there, right?
Nah, just one.
Just one? Oh, okay.
Just one. I think they're doing like an open practice today. All like
that
the media
gonna
there.
Be wide open.
The actual holiday is today.
Telemundo is going to be checking in to be like, as you guys can see, yes, that is Bam Adebayo's head in a bucket.
Oh God. Yeah, great. First bucket he's gotten all night.
You know what else? Tequila is very cheap in Mexico.
Is it?
Very cheap.
Yeah.
I remember we were getting when I went, it was in college, so it was a while ago, but the most expensive tequila in the bar was 50 cents.
How much can you bring back?
2 bottles.
That's the rules.
Don't worry. Hey, me and my roommate. So we had a whole plan. It was an operation.
Regier says, can we
So
even
we
name
had-
a Wizards?
So here's what we had. We went with like 15 people. We gave them all $10. They all brought 2 bottles.
Oh.
They go, how you gonna get it back to Michigan? Don't worry about that. That's not your problem.
Don't worry about that.
Let me tell you. I don't know. I think we might have left all our clothes, but we had them nicely wrapped. We got back to Michigan. $20 a bottle.
Wow. You know what? Maybe tomorrow during the Heat game, tequila drinking game.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Why not?
I'm gonna put you guys on Do Not Disturb.
I don't drink tequila.
Come on, baby. Let's have a little fun.
Dude, I'm telling you. Every time I want to
Live
take a
stream
sip
it?
of tequila, I look down at my butt and see Goofy, and then I say, okay, I know what happened.
Gosh.
Hey, no, dude. No. And
Tequila's
like,
scary.
And here's the kicker. I don't get drunk. I don't if I drink, I get to a certain level, and it doesn't matter if I drink more or less, I'm gonna be at that level.
Luis says maybe a drunk Bam won't be trigger shy. Lets it fly. That'd be nice. What if this becomes
he also might hit the shot clock.
Maybe
you don't get drunk because you cheat when you drink.
Do you think are you happy Mars will be a boys trip? I didn't see his squeeze there, so maybe more, tough,
Yeah, but that's just what you saw in the pictures.
True.
All of a sudden, incoming flight.
I don't understand how you're going after their relationship. You need to chill.
I really think
I know he's losing gambling. That's how.
It's not. I don't think it's her fault. I think she's a good influence on Bam and is showing Bam how to be a successful basketball player, but he's just too focused on love.
Well, they're in different spots on their team.
Yeah,
She is the Jimmy Butler of their team.
Yeah,
Bam is the Swiss Army knife.
What is it? Doesn't Bam have the torch? Isn't Bam the future?
He has the torch of Heat culture.
He has the torch, and people keep taking the torch from him.
Yeah,
they're like, you have the torch, and then Bam, I'm sorry, Tyler needs to use the torch tonight.
Yeah,
you said it was my torch.
If you're the torch holder, you don't just give up your torch. You're not like, here, Tyler.
Okay, here's
I don't
the
think
deal.
that's how the torch works.
Whoever has the torch. Sorry, whoever has the torch in the Heat organization is the one that carries Heat culture to the following. It's not the person who does all the scoring and is the guy. Now, we were fortunate because DWade was both of those guys, but he also had UD.
But maybe the reason the Heat are going to be better on the road this year is because of Jimmy's tequila parties. Or terrible. Who's to say? We'll find out tomorrow night, 9:30.
Oh my! Can I just tell you? At about 12 o'clock, we are going to get a text if they don't win from Tobin.
You won't have to ask me who's in the Giannis trade because all of them will be.
Oh,
But wait, it won't even be. Maybe after the first quarter.
If
Tobin is
Kispert
gonna-
goes out there and has another kill, is he still on the Wizards? Kispert, is he still there?
Kispert.
Intangibles.
That's a guy's name.
Is Kispert still a Wizard?
Kispert the Wizard.
I think it's Corey Kispert.
Yep. Corey Kispert is his name. Is he a Wizard?
Oh, got an extension this year. Good for him. Probably off that Heat game.
Oh, Kispert. Oh, boy.
He killed the
Oh,
Heat last year.
did kill the Heat last
Take a break. Back after this.
year. Averaging more than Bam?
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here, 560 WQAM. If you guys want a pair of 3-day passes to Tortuga, it is April 4th, 5th, and 6th on Fort Lauderdale Beach. You can see Jelly Roll, Keith Urban, Luke Combs. Text the word Dolphins to 20357. That's Dolphins to 20357, and you will be entered to win. Hell of a show coming on out to Fort Lauderdale Beach. Should be a fun one, everybody. Should be a fun one. You guys get more info at WQM.com. It's a text contest. Message and data rates apply. Don't text and drive. There you go. Leroy, did you think
sir.
Garret Wilson, this is the buzz today. Did Garret Wilson's catch top Odell Beckham's?
Similar, but no.
I don't
And
think
here's
so
why.
either.
Here's why.
I'm not being a Jets hater
Because
either.
he turned and caught it and then got on the ground. He was falling.
Right.
Great catch. Great catch.
Great catch.
Odell Beckham was extended all the way back.
Laying down, flying out.
Flying and caught it.
I'm with you. I watched the side-by-side during the break because this has become the debate today. And I got to go with Odell.
Yep.
I got to go with Odell. It was great. It was good. It was good. No, it's good. No,
I mean, he dropped 2 previous balls with 2 hands.
Well, you know, he's like you said, he owed them.
The crazy thing about it is I'm gonna tell you a crazy thing about catching a football. It's easier to catch it away from your body. Sometimes you get thrown right to your breadbasket. You don't know how to put your hands get messed up. Right. You see what I'm saying? Or sometimes you'll get a ball to your chest, and if you don't catch it away from your body, it hits your shoulder pads and bounces off. So, yeah, but away from your body, you're good.
It was a crazy catch. It was a crazy
catch. No doubt.
But
no doubt.
I still got to go Odell.
I still think
there's something about the revolution it caused too. Like everybody, oh my God. That
one-handed catches.
Everybody's doing that. He's the OG of that.
I would say, is that the most famous one-handed catch?
Yeah, I gotta think so.
Or is it you go way back in the day? Remember Lynn Swan?
It's too back in the day.
Okay.
Well,
because when I think of great,
what are you doing, Mumbles? Like, just say what
when
you
I
mean.
think of great catches. When I think of great catches, I think of Odell, but then I immediately go to Lynn Swan.
I'll tell you something right now. You better not be grumbling about Odell because this was all your idea.
I mean, look, I'm not.
No. Hey, one more word out of you. You're gonna take a 5-minute major because I'm telling you what. All summer, all summer you beg for this.
We still got time.
That means that you can't say nothing negative about Odell. Nothing.
You need to back him like I back Sergei Bobrovsky giving up 5 pieces every night.
That's right. That's right.
You need to go blame Tua, blame the targets.
Wait, Tobin, we went a whole show arguing about this. Yeah. You weren't here. A whole show. And you got your man. You got your guy. Now you can't say nothing bad about him. You got to eat it.
I mean, one catch launched a career.
Why don't you support your man who is being selfless? The most selfless position in all of football.
Of course, the most selfless position, OBJ. Yeah, I bet, dude. Me. Press conferences.
Why didn't you have these issues in the summer?
Well, I thought he was going to catch a ball.
But you got to eat it.
You're just realizing Odell Beckham's a diva?
No, according to him, he's not. He's selfless and, he's a good guy.
You know what's crazy?
Smoke screens, dude.
When you think of all the diva receivers, Odell Beckham really isn't one of them. He's well liked by everybody.
I think he's well liked, but I mean,
when you say, listen, when you call somebody a diva, you're saying that they're more concerned with their success than they are winning.
Were they not? Was he not? Like his dad,
Yeah.
put out a hit piece on
That's his
Baker Mayfield.
dad.
Okay, dude.
And wait, let's be clear. If you watch that video, he was wide ass open in all the plays.
But you don't put out the video.
That's the dad. That's not Odell.
Dude.
I'm just telling you.
Hey, come on.
Now I got to tell you this. When I was playing football growing up, right? My dad and my mom sitting in the stands. My dad wasn't having none of that foolishness. He said,
your dad probably was like 3rd and 37. You got caught?
No. Listen. So after every game, and then my uncle came to live with me. But after every game, there's only really 2 people I talk to. Now, keep in mind, me and my dad had a shaky relationship. So he only saw me play live 1 NFL game.
Jeez.
And that was only because it was in New Orleans. So kind of our relationship while I was playing in NFL was, every now and then. It wasn't like it is now. But my uncle, after every game, I talked to my uncle right after the game. What's up? Do you watch the game? Yeah, I watched it. My uncle was not always so nice. He'd say, hey, look, you're running hard. Do you have to fumble every game?
What?
That's so understand,
Sass.
right? Yeah, he's like, so then when he moved to Cleveland, he used to go to all the games. He was like, man, I get too nervous watching you play live. He said, I can't get up and go somewhere. I can hear the fans.
Stolen McRib says, I know old flip-flopping Tobes isn't telling somebody to stick to their guy. You got to stick to your guy, Froggy. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he's not.
No. We are not letting you do. Frog boy, you are being very fraudulent right now.
Look,
No.
There's still time.
Were you not the biggest cheerleader for getting Odell Beckham here?
The biggest cheer, I wouldn't tell.
Pretty big.
Pretty big.
You were pretty big.
There's still time left in this season.
Okay, that's where we want you to be then. You still back your guy. You still back your guy that you want to hear. Don't all of a sudden you the main guy throwing jab left rights at the guy, and you the main one wanting him here.
Yeah, just because somebody else is having a better party, like you told your friend, hey, I'm throwing you a party. You got to stick it out, even if there's another more banging party going on right now.
Yeah, maybe I could go for ice and stop at that other party.
You can't go for ice. You got to DoorDash some ice or something.
Well, look at me on July 4th. I had a family party to go to. What did I do? I went to Leroy's house for about 45 minutes. I got the best.
By the way,
good times.
Your ass was there for longer than 45 minutes.
That's what it felt like. You got time.
I mean, you had to leave a couple of minutes for all that food you ate to digest.
You sure you didn't leave the other party for the ranch that you went and got?
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Which, by the way, everyone
wait. And what might be the worst,
no way
sign of a friend? He goes, hey, you need me to pick something up?
That's a good sign.
I say ranch.
Yeah.
Say, okay. He texts me back 10 minutes later. I'm at Walgreens. I can't find no ranch.
Wow.
I'm like, Walgreens?
Travesty, actually. Travesty.
Dude, you know how old we would have got everybody sick at the party.
It just
happened. You know how old ranch is at when was the last time anybody went to Walgreens to buy ranch?
Come on, you pick up some.
I'm pretty sure they switched those out. Don't
see
throw Walgreens out there like that, but
yeah.
Marcos,
come on. If you go to
wait, and here's the kicker. The Walgreens that he went to
was further than
three doors. Wait, no, 3 doors down was a Publix.
Wow.
Nice. I mean, it's Marcos.
I also went to CVS too. Completely crazy.
Why are you going to?
You're going to different places when you could have just gone to Publix. You just like wasting time.
Wait, no. Why did you? Why are you going to a place where you go to buy Band-Aids?
Because he was trying to get out of his party. That's why. It was
Oh, so he was
complete diversion.
stalling.
Yep.
It was a stall job.
A stall
Okay.
tactic. We already know now. Now we know off your Odell Beckham fraudulence, you're a party staller.
Oh no, it's not. I'm a party hopper, dude. I go to the best party. Don't blame me. You guys heard of bar hopping? It's the same thing, dude.
He's like peering into the window. He goes, "They're having such a fun time with Janu."
Smeetha said Marcus goes to Home Depot for his aspirin.
Home Depot has shorter lines than Walmart.
Do we need to make a list of what stores you go to for certain items?
Odell's gonna look at him backing out the door. He goes, "You're not going to Jalen Wright's place, are you?" No.
What? But it is over there, right?
You going to Crate Crafts?
Crate No, I wouldn't do that. I see you with a gift that says Crate Crafts.
It's like, well, Odell, he does have an actual lazy river at his party. Pretty good.
I don't see any trampolines around here.
Take a break. We'll mix things up coming up next. For me. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 on the program. Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law? Demesman and Dover.
Demesman and Dover.
The Demesman and Dover law firm, yourexattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
The winds are still out there, folks. 15 to 20 miles an hour out of, hold on, it's mostly cloudy by me, out of the east southeast. Like I said, it is mostly cloudy by me, but that's probably just because I got some clouds over me. It's just, I would say, partly cloudy most of South Florida. Look for a passing breeze, and it is relatively warm. I would say 85 degrees, but the breeze, I mean, ain't really doing nothing. I'm gonna just say that. I went outside for a second.
How to do, Froggy?
Excellent as usual. We have winds, although they may not be doing much. They're listed right now at 19 miles per hour coming out of the east northeast. They got it at 85 degrees, sunshine and clouds mixed, 15% chance of rain.
There we go.
The Dolphins looking at a high of 59 degrees Sunday in Buffalo, a low of 48. So they get a pretty mild,
perfect football weather.
Pretty mild day they got coming up here against the Buffalo Bills.
The perfect football weather is about 45 to 55 because it's just enough chill in the air where you're not dehydrating and you can run all day, and it's not too cold where you start feeling your extremities.
Marcos?
Yes, sir.
It's also the perfect for the mixed bag. We got Panthers hockey coming your way at 2 p.m. after our show today. But in the meanwhile, what do you got for us there, Alexander Frogkoff?
Ooh, international sighting of Frog Boy today. We have talked long and ad nauseum, like that word choice there.
Ad nauseum?
Isn't it just ad nauseum?
Ad nauseum.
Is it a verb or is it a
no?
So it's just ad nauseum.
There you go.
Ad nauseum. It's not ad nauseum.
Long and ad nauseum about this topic. It is Leroy's favorite Halloween costume, the statue, ladies and gentlemen. The statue that has been seen across the internet.
It's got angles.
It's got angles. There it goes. Whoa! An appearance from the statue. An amazing interpretation. Kevin Durant weighed in on his own statue situation, and he had an interesting opinion on whether or not he would be granted the same honor that was bestowed upon Dwayne Wade. This is Kevin Durant.
I highly doubt I'll get a statue of me put anywhere for playing basketball. So it's usually those guys who got the Hall of Fame career with the championships and you've been with one city for a long time. That's not the case for me.
You agree?
Yeah, it's just hard to figure out where his home is, like who would put up the statue. The only place that would kind of make sense is OKC, and it's
didn't he start in Seattle though?
Yeah,
he did start in Seattle.
Right.
Played in a couple of years. So if Seattle returned, I suppose that they could do something like that.
I think for OKC, they got onto the map with those three guys.
Agreed, 100%.
And for a stretch of 4 or 5 years, you just knew they were going to get over the hump.
For sure.
So, but I think in situations like that, the thing that you need is consistency.
Longevity.
Not just from the players, but from the organization, from the ownership,
Right.
Like you have to understand that he'd have had the same owners, the same guys running the organization, same coaches for all of D-Wade's career here. And that's kind of how if things have to kind of play out.
I think he's right. The only place he would get a statue would be like in his hometown or something like that. You know, like I don't think any of the, because obviously the Warriors thing was too quick. It'd be like giving LeBron a statue. LeBron's not gonna have a statue down here.
Steph is the only one getting a statue in.
Well, maybe Clay.
What? Why would you waste the material?
I think those three guys would have those. They're 4-time champions, dude.
Wait. Did you say a waste of material?
Waste of
you
material.
think they're making it with cardboard box?
You are obviously Steph Curry is getting a statue. Do the Spurs do statues? I don't know. That feels like they don't do a statue.
Tim Duncan.
Does Tim Duncan have a statue?
I don't think he does.
No.
Only way Clay.
I think they would do one. They would do one. Pop
made out of clay.
Maybe. He seems like he wouldn't be into that. It's like a waste of time.
I want a Wemby statue already, even though he hasn't really done
he
much.
Already is one.
Let's be
they can put one outside right now.
Timbo's saying they don't do statues. I think you're right. I think I remember what the point of it was. D-Wade was asked, who do you think playing today will get statues? And he said LeBron, Steph, and KD. Steph's for sure getting a statue. I mean, if
LeBron to get one in Cleveland,
maybe. I don't know.
Dude,
multiple statues.
Well, here's the thing, Leroy.
Let me explain something to you.
Leroy, the owner and him, Frosty, right? Like it would probably have to be till after Dan Gilbert kicks the bucket.
Yeah,
I
definitely not getting one here.
No, his jersey will get retired, but he's not going to get a statue.
I would say that you almost have to put LeBron's statue up. He's from there. He brought you your only championship. Right. Yeah, I think that he would definitely get one in Cleveland.
Does he go headband or no headband?
Cleveland headband. Gotta have headband.
I mean, if you look at something, let me tell you. You look at that Allen Iverson thing, he might decide to go without a headband.
His son scored his first points there too. They gave him the net. I feel like their relationship is like on the mend.
Whose relationship?
Well, I know the GM is very well liked. I know Kobe Altman's very well liked. Wow. But
Dan Gilbert.
The only thing is the Dan Gilbert thing because it felt
but it'll be a Cleveland thing.
I understand, but the Arisons love Dwayne Wade.
Yeah,
they're like ultimately it's their building. They're going to decide who gets.
I mean, let's think of it this way.
Statue.
You can say what you want about how Dan Gilbert feels about LeBron. He did bring him back.
Oh yeah, well, how noble of him.
But I'm just saying, I'm just saying sometimes that's how these things go.
Yeah, and it was like at the end, he was like, all right, we've done this. Like it was Frosty at the end too, second time.
And so what? But he still brought you a championship.
He did, but
you ain't been close since.
But the relationship isn't great there.
But one has nothing to do with the other.
But it does if it's talking about like, do I want this guy? It's essentially your building. Like Dwayne Wade and the Arisons, it's a love relationship. That family loves Dwayne.
I get that, but also keep in mind,
obviously, like he'll get
a little bit. The circumstances are a little bit different in that D-Wade played a majority of his career here and won 3 championships.
Yeah.
Okay. LeBron didn't play a majority of his, but he's from there.
He's an Ohio icon.
You see what I'm saying? He's
I get
from there, and so that.
Any other person, I don't think this is a question. This guy's a crazy person.
Right. I got you.
Like, it's not even a question. He deserves it. I'm just saying the owner's a nutcase.
I can't even disagree with you.
Bernie Kosar will build LeBron a statue.
BK. Yeah. Did you see it? He sent me a picture.
Does Cleveland do statues? The Browns, I'm sorry. Do the Browns
do they have one? I would think that
Jim Brown gotta have one, right?
There's 2 guys that I can think of right off the top of my head that may get one.
Jarvis Landry.
Jim Brown, and the other one is Jim Donovan, who just passed.
Oh, this the announcer.
Yeah.
Well, they just Cleveland's gunning going to open up a new like whole thing, aren't they? Like for downtown, new stadium with like a whole thing.
Yeah.
So maybe
they're building a new stadium.
Jim Brown has a statue, I believe, but I'm trying to see if it's like at the stadium on stadium grounds, because it just says Ohio Outdoor Sculpture. So the sculpture center.
I mean,
so he has one. It's just a matter
right.
of is it
where
on?
is it? Right. Because keep in mind,
He said, make my calves bigger. Of course, Jim Brown.
I would say those are the only two people I could think of. And if I would have to go baseball, I would go who's the first baseman?
Tommy?
Charlie Sheen. A couple movies. Needs a statue.
This is not
what else you got in the mixed bag, dude?
I got a little bit of controversy brewing up in Dallas as usual. This time, it's not the owner sticking his foot in his mouth. It is the players. Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs were on Micah's podcast, The Edge, where they were discussing the stellar play from Washington rookie Jaden Daniels, already inserting him in their top 5 as far as quarterbacks. As they continued that list, it became very apparent that there happened to be a certain Cowboy missing from their list of top quarterbacks in the league.
Where would you rank him among quarterbacks right now? I would say he's definitely top 10.
Higher.
You think he's top 5?
For sure. Who else you going to put in there?
Give us your top 5 right now.
I'm going to go him. I'm going to go Mahomes.
Marr. Gotta have Marr.
Yeah. Lamar. Josh Allen. Jalen playing pretty good right now, too.
Jared Goff is a top 5 quarterback right now.
And Matthew Stafford. I love how Matthew Stafford played the quarterback position.
Like Sam Darnold could be in the top 5 conversation right now.
Yeah, Sam Darnold looking crazy too. So it's hard. There's a lot of quarterbacks right now.
I can't give you a top 5 right now based on how everybody's performing.
That's not a knock on their quarterback.
They were doing right now.
You can't. Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Two players.
When you do stuff like that, and you have podcasts and stuff like that, if you pull a Tobin every time you have a podcast, the podcast ain't gonna be worth nothing.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So if you say, "Oh, who's your best wide receiver?" Oh, I'm gonna go with definitely 88 on our team, and like it becomes unbelievable. You be honest about it, and it's not saying Dak is a bad quarterback.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't. Been
You think if we were to have a top 5 list and we didn't mention 2, are we haters?
I would say this: Tyreek Hill would not forget Tua. He would put Tua on there.
Yeah, for sure. I think
but he doesn't. He also doesn't do a podcast, and he does stuff like that.
He did do a podcast, but I think he canceled it. I don't think it was a very successful venture for him.
What if I was like, all right, my favorite podcasts are like, Joe Rogan, blah, 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 blah. I get to number 5 and I don't mention the Tobin and Leroy show. Be like, come on,
they don't have 5 talk shows.
No, I mean, just in general, if I were to mention just anything that has to do with us.
But here's the deal. Here's the difference, though. That would be an indictment of you too, clown.
Very true. And they're like, hey, I'm on defense. That guy's throwing the picks.
Well, I will say, Micah Parsons, very, very, very high on the Cam Warren bandwagon. He's been wearing his jersey during the podcast. So maybe he's giving a little wink. Maybe he wants a new QB.
You can't get a new quarterback right now.
Oh, Dallas? Why not?
Yeah.
Why
not?
He's all in.
They just signed an extension for $60 million a year.
I'm all in.
Like, I don't understand how you guys don't understand the money aspect of this.
Dude, there's private equity firms now. Like they just they'll just sell off a slice.
Wait. That has nothing to do with the salary cap.
NIL.
You know what? You want to know who runs the NFL? Jerry Jones. If he wants to change the salary cap, he'll fix it.
But guess what? You understand. Here's where you're talking lunacy. You understand that if you want to raise the salary cap, it lowers the amount of money you could put in your pocket.
I didn't say lower the salary cap.
I mean, raise it. If you raise the salary cap, it lowers the amount of money you get in your investment.
All it is like you just gotta wiggle
and
out.
all
You gotta
32
wiggle out some
owners,
time.
all 32 owners got to vote for that.
It's gonna be more money, dude. But he's always looked upon as the leader. Like they go as he goes.
He ain't listen. There ain't no way in hell Jerry Jones go walk into a room with 31 other owners and say, "Yeah, we can raise the salary cap if we take less."
I'm all in.
Yeah, all in. But here's that salary cap. I'm telling you, y'all. Oh my goodness. This is like it's not even like this is not even an argument.
Listen,
Have you ever seen how these negotiations go? But fighting over 1 or 2 more percent?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you think they just gonna voluntarily give up another 2% so he could get more for his salary cap?
They talk about it ad nauseum.
Good word.
How many is a bunch of nauseum? Nauseums?
Right now.
Oof, 2 nauseums.
Sounds gross.
Take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines. We got some Heat Kings tickets to give away as well. Back after this.
Coming you.
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We got a packed sports weekend, ladies and gentlemen. It starts in less than an hour. Our Cats on the ice in Finland taking on the Dallas Stars. It's been a while, man. The Cats have been off. We got Barky back on Monday. And you miss you. Hey, if anyone's got us, the Cats got us, right?
That's it.
I'm not sure about the rest of these rascals around this town. But if anyone's got us, the champs have got us. They'll give you your feel good. I mean, they are playing.
Unless they went tequila drinking last night.
Yeah,
but you know what? Hockey treats it differently.
I'm pretty sure Jaromir Jagr was having tequila in his water bottle while playing for the Panthers.
Little chili peppers.
What are you looking at tonight? Huh? We got to go. What are the Barky over goals? Right? Like,
that's good.
We got to go all Finns all the time. Yeah. What about a Finnish parlay?
A Finnish Okay. First of all, Panthers got straight up. Panthers are going to win. So let's start with that one.
Yep.
You said that we're going for points. Barky, come on, over 0.5. He's going to get one. He's got to get
that points or goals.
Oh, that's a good point. Goals. Let's go to goals then. Right?
That's goals.
Yeah, solid.
Because they give 3 people points.
Yeah, but at goals though, they got them listed at the same. They got them at 0.5.
We go here's what we do. We go Barkov over a point.
Over a point. Over 0.5.
All right. We're gonna go. We go Rhino. Rhino's gonna score. Yeah.
One of the Sams. One of the Sams, dude.
One of the Sams gonna score.
Rhino's got to score.
We got to go Rhino. First player to score goals. All right, so we're gonna go Rhino over a goal, and let's go look at Bob's number for tonight.
Shut up! Oh no, they only have this Jake.
Oh yeah, it's a back-to-back. They might be. I don't know who they're starting though.
Oh,
I'm not sure they're going with. All right, so we'll go. So we'll go. What if we go? Okay, here about this. How about this?
All right.
We'll do Barky over a point.
Yeah.
Barky goal.
Ooh.
Reinhardt goal.
I'm liking that. And Panthers to win or no? Oh no, because that's one other selection. It won't allow me to. Wait, I can't combine this. I can't say more than points and goals for. It won't let me do that.
All right, we'll go Sam Reinhart and Barkov scoring.
All right, I like
plus
that.
700, and we'll take the Panthers.
Yeah, now we're talking. Let me put my cool $7.50 on this. Use my profit
plus 800.
Pretty good. Yeah, plus 800.
Cats win. Barky Rhino.
I mean, that's good. That's good. Plus
good. It's good. It's good. It's not great. It's not great.
We're at mild. We're at mild right now. We can get spicier.
We could get spicier.
Shots. What about shots?
I mean, LMFAO did say shots.
Everybody.
And that means everybody could be getting shots.
That means everybody could.
And they showed up in robes to the game. We got to go.
Oh, they did show up in robes, so they're relaxed. The Sams put up shots. We already bet Reinhardt. What about Bennett? Bennett's going to put us some shots.
What about? I want to stick to that. He's not finished.
What about Lindell?
Oh,
yeah, what about Baby Barky?
Baby Barky. He's listed at 1.5 right now. You think he's going to take 2 shots? He's going to take 2 shots, right?
Got to take 2 shots.
I think I'm going to put that in. 2 shots. All right. Okay, we're getting a little closer.
Plus 1,100 and 2 shots.
Get a little closer.
Is there one where is there Kachuk over under on Noogies?
Oh, Noogies. I don't think they put that one up yet on Hard Rock. I don't think that one. Shenanigans. Are there any shenanigans?
Oh, 5 minutes of shenanigans.
What about then we add? Okay, here we go. What if we add an Etu Loesterinen?
Whoa!
To get an assist.
An assist.
Yep.
That's oddly specific.
It's very specific.
And actually is the worst odds according to this.
But that line's been cooking, dude. They've been getting it on,
All right. Look, you know what, man?
If I got the finish parlay, I got a Lundy goal, a Lundy shots, 2 shots.
2 shots.
2
Easy.
shots this time.
Come
One
on.
off this time.
Burr, burr.
Etu, assist.
Love that.
Barkov, goal.
Yep.
And then honorary Finn, Sam Reinhart to score.
Honorary Finn. Yep.
Plus a Panthers win.
Come on.
Plus 2,000.
Plus 2,000 right there.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
That's it,
You know
baby.
what?
That's only a 5-leg parlay.
I am grateful
Wow.
that I don't have any conversations with you two clowns.
What?
And I do my chili peppering.
Oh, so you don't like being rich, Leroy? Is that what it is? Because we're taking this one to the bank.
Really?
Profit boost.
When was the last time you won a parlay?
I am 0 for 84 this year.
Okay.
Well, this one's one of my shortest legs. Only 5 legs.
Wait.
Oh,
I got 5 winners.
But Leroy, the Finns.
the Finns.
Okay, that's
Fins up,
fine.
dude. Fins up.
Fins up.
That's fine.
Is that what convinces you? Like,
No.
like
Here's the deal.
pitching everything.
Here's the deal. I do not win when I use any player on a team that I root for.
All right, but you're not going to the Stars for an afternoon hockey game. This is a special occasion.
I'm just telling you. I never win when I do anything with the teams that I'm rooting for.
A little Helsinki action.
I got 4 or 5 6-team parlays or 6-team.
Wow. How much of that action is going to
start?
start?
Projections, right? And most of the ones that I lose have to do with going more on a Canes or a Dolphins player. That's it.
So what you're saying is we have a chance.
I think what he's saying is once they put up the goalie line, let's add Bobrovsky saves in there as well.
Ooh. So wait, Bob's starting for sure.
I don't know. Let me look.
Yeah, but saves have to do with shots on goal, and sometimes the D don't give up a whole bunch of shots on goal. So it's like, yeah, he could save 95% of his shots, but he might only get 12 or 13. So then you lose because the defense was so good in front of him.
But if I use my profit boost, Leroy, hear me out.
Profit boost don't mean nothing. Listen, do you understand? Listen, I'm giving you betting 101.
Yep.
I get you want to bet Bob, and you can bet the amount of saves. But here's the problem. Saves have a lot to do with the defense that's in front of him. What if they don't even get shots on goal because the defense stifles them? Then you lose, even though Bob may be good.
I think I changed my mind.
What?
I think we got to put Sam Bennett in there.
Sam Bennett?
Yeah.
Damn. I already pressed submit.
What?
All right, I'll do 2. Fine. If I must, I will do 2.
Why would you hit submit already? We didn't decide on this.
Because
you're not a team player. You go rogue. This is the problem.
You got
with
too
betting
greedy.
with
You got too excited.
You get
got me nervous.
Well, because here's the deal. Also,
it's negative.
By the time he gets done, it's going to be 13.
Sam Bennett.
Ooh, come on. Oh, in a row. What if I would definitely would have put him on here had I.
But he's just got to look about it. Look at that cheeky smile. Like, I'm getting a goal
it might be what's in that cup, too.
Could be. And then Lundell walking in with the sauna. What do they have? A sauna in the arena?
What is going on in this?
What are there? Saunas everywhere in Finland?
They're big on saunas.
Isn't it really cold over there now or something?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Let's see.
Well, I did it again.
34 in Helsinki.
Wow. That is
they're walking around in robes.
They're indoors.
Yeah, but from the car to the door.
I think they are in Tampere, Finland today. It's below freezing today, Leroy. JFig is right.
So they play 2 games in Finland.
2 games.
Well, it says 31, yeah.
Same place?
No, I think it's Helsinki.
Wait,
tomorrow.
isn't it snowing right now?
It looks like there's snow. Yep.
It's a snow warning and everything.
Wow.
2 hours ago. How
Pretty cool.
exciting.
What's the time difference?
6 hours ahead.
Oh, so it's 8 o'clock there.
But this one is Barkov's hometown. This one tonight, Tim Pier.
Whoa, Sam Bennett to score a goal is plus 1100.
Are you sure it's not first goal?
Oh man, probably is. Yeah, first goal.
I can't bet with this guy. He's too much of a.
You wonder why
it's
you're
like,
losing?
It's like a wrangler.
Hubba.
He's all over the place. Betting first goal is a dangerous game, Froggy. You don't know where it's going to come from. That's why the odds are so juicy.
Woohoo! That line's got some curves on it. Look at that one right there.
Plus, you know what's
You're being weird.
Want some
Here,
fries with that
don't
shake?
make bets where you root against your team. What line does Sam Reinhart play on?
Rhino.
He plays on. Does he play on the first line?
Making sure Maurice didn't sit it because you always ask me your specific questions. I want to make sure.
I'm trying to help you guys out, dummy.
Yes,
I'm trying to help you.
He is on the starting line.
So understand this. That starting line has to score within the first minute of the game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you got to go through 3 more lines.
You don't have to start your starting line.
Oh,
I know, but I'm just saying. If they do start, no, they're going to start the line with Barkey.
Yeah, it's of course.
Okay. So just hear me out on this.
They're going to be on the ice for like a minute.
That's what I'm saying. So you're saying in order for you to win, whoever is on that line has to score within the first minute of a game? How often does that happen?
Froggy, we got a line with 2 fins on it.
2? That's pretty good. How much money?
What line is that? The second or third?
Third.
See, I would be more inclined to do that.
So he's saying a Lundell first goal, dude.
Yeah. That got to pay like $7,000.
Wow. Juicy. Plus 1,500. What the heck?
But you understand what I'm saying?
Not nothing.
Any of that logic, like
nah.
No, okay.
Mm-mm.
I just, you know what?
Mm-mm.
I feel like, you're outside of the store and the little monkey's banging the things.
Yeah.
And I feel like the guy that's controlling the monkey trying to talk to him.
Plus 2,000.
That's what I feel like. That's what I feel. I'm like, no. Like,
what are you doing, Hard Rock? Drop the goaltending props.
Take a break. Back after this.
Oh, gosh.
Got what you
Mm,
All right, welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Let's get to 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored here, which is brought to you by the Lexus RX, the luxury SUV for those who never want to lose their edge. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. And, of course, Game Day Uncensored will come your way this week, 9 a.m. Dolphins, Bills from Buffalo. Dolphins will try and get going against this team and try and put a jolt into their season, which has been not great so far. Not an enjoyable experience, Dolphins football. Beating the Bills would change that. Hate them. They have kicked their ass. They've owned them.
It would give you hope.
It would. And maybe that'll end it. And maybe that'll make the downfall that much more painful. As Marco said, what did you say today? Put them out of your misery?
Indeed. Put me out of my misery already.
That's how you truly feel? That's how you truly feel? You don't want to be, feeling froggy by the end of it? I mean, you always feel froggy, but you know what I mean.
Look, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. So,
Dante, you're also saying to end it? You're done?
Danny, are you over it?
No, he's done.
Oh, okay.
I'm all in.
Dante's in.
May the odds be forever in your favor.
Look,
Wait, hold on. Is Dan wearing a Vice shirt? Look at him.
Sure is.
Yeah. Dolphins Vice shirt.
Looking spiffy.
That is a great
Is that
shirt.
That is actually his bunny.
bunny?
That's his real bunny. Yes.
That's his bunny rabbit?
That is his bunny. What is your bunny's name?
Hey, hold on. Hold on. First of all,
yeah,
Dan don't have a pet bunny.
Oh,
he does actually.
He has 3. They keep multiplying,
which is odd from our parts. Because if you had one of them in New Orleans, that's Sunday dinner. Okay.
Well, don't rule it out yet.
Hmm.
Yeah. What are the names of the 3 rabbits?
What are the names?
This one right here is Rami.
Oh, they're all different.
He's the male bunny, Rami. And then I have a white bunny named Winter and a cinnamon bunny called Cinnamon.
Ah, I like it. How about that? Delicious bunnies.
Really only one creator. He said delicious.
Only Dan Day would have pet bunnies.
Why?
What's wrong with that?
3 seconds ago, you were saying I don't expect him to have those.
Because here's the deal. You have to understand where we from.
Yes, he might eat them later, but they're cute.
I'm talking about eating rabbits. And what's the saying? Tastes like chicken. Rabbit stew. I've even eaten that.
If you guys want to go to Heat,
tastes like chicken.
If you guys want to go to Heat Kings right now, caller 3 for Dan Day's 3 rabbits. Caller 3 to 305-567-0560. Caller 3 to 305-567-0560.
What do we make of a grown ass man that has rabbits?
I'd rather you be a rabbit guy than a cat guy.
You got a cat.
Senor Gato.
What just happened?
But he has a dog. It balances out, I guess.
Hey, so they don't hang out near each other, the dogs and the cat.
They don't mess with each other. It's more that the cat hates his guts.
Sonny Bunny, the cat.
Yeah. Senor Gato is not about the cat. It's not about Sonny. He doesn't mess with her.
See, because I have 4 dogs, but one dog is a menace. The new dog is a menace. He bites, he plays, he don't stop. Right? And they don't sleep next to each other. So
plays too much.
Absolutely.
305-567-0560. Call 3 to win a 4-pack of tickets to Heat Kings on Monday night. Take a break.
You hate watching that? Because you don't like a couple. Oh no, you got other ulterior motives.
I'll be boots on the ground. I have a lot of things to be keeping my eye on.
Foxy.
What the fox say? Take a break. Play a little You're Dead to Me to close things out, leading into some Panthers hockey. Back after this. Let's bury some people. You're dead to me. Go around the virtual room, see what's dead. You got Panthers hockey coming on up. Let's get to it. You guys see the latest photos of Mike Tyson?
No.
Oh, shredded.
He looks in great shape. He looks in tremendous shape for this upcoming match against Jake Paul.
When is that again?
It is November 23rd, I think.
The
Wow,
weekend
we're
before
approaching.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's either the week. No, I'm sorry, November 15th. 15th.
So 2 weekends from now.
Yep, in 2 weeks we have Jake Paul free on Netflix if you have Netflix. Or if you're Adam Schefter using those pirate tests. By the way, Adam Schefter, as an aside, you're dead to me too, dude. Can I just say, before I get to my original dead to me, you're dead to me. You can't get caught as the preeminent reporter for ESPN. You cannot get caught using meth streams. Okay, LeBron already tried to ruin it. All right, we're trying to watch things on links every now and then. What does he have? How many followers does he have? Does he have 15 million followers, Adam Schefter?
Probably.
Too many. He has too many to be exposing any exposure to the pirate sites. And Adam, dude, you are the NFL, basically. You can't get somebody to send you a highlight, like a Dropbox of a highlight. You need to screen record it like you're some seedy algorithm hoarder. What do you need to do that for? I'm asking genuinely. Like, do you get a bonus for, like, are you out there going for the $400 a month you can get on X? What is actually the need for that? And the bigger issue is you're going to ruin it because now the feds are going to know about it. And they're going to, just like when LeBron played around with Stream East and like, what's LeBron looking at here? Now we got to go find a new place for fights. Thanks a lot, dude.
Thanks a lot, LeBron.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, LeBron. Thanks a lot, Schefter. Nice. Here's the thing, guys. If you want to screen record, I'm all for it. Fine. But can you just, for the love of God, crop out the watermark in the corner so not everybody realizes you're a thief? Do better. You're dead to me, Schefter. Forget my other one. What do you got, Leroy?
So
You're
Thanksgiving and Easter are two of my favorite candy moments of the year.
Thanksgiving or Halloween?
I mean, Halloween and
sorry.
Halloween and Easter.
Peanut butter
I get excited. I know that today is a Leroy sale day. I'm gonna go buy up all that old chocolate and put it in my freezer.
The old love discounted chocolate.
And save it. People should love discounted chocolate. But here's the deal. Anybody out there putting little bags of candy corn in my baby's bag is dead to me.
Gross.
Candy corn can kick rocks.
So you're saying this actually happened?
Yeah, you know they give candy corn. Like they're candy corn. Everybody gives candy corn because it's the cheapest Halloween candy out there. You know why? It's just colors. It's 3 colors of pine cone shaped sugar. That's it. It don't have any taste. The 3 flavors don't have different flavors. Nothing. It's probably the easiest candy to make. And there's people that love candy corn. You're all dead to me. It's not candy. I might as well just your kid comes over to the door. I might as well just take a spoonful of sugar and just pour it down their throat. Because that's all it is.
Helps medicine go down.
True. It's fact.
You're dead to me.
People wonder why. You wonder why.
That's science, dude.
It's not science, Mary Poppins.
Why would she lie?
Frog Boy's Mary.
Wait. Who says I have the worst food taste? El Bori, you like candy corn? Banned! ban his ass.
Says you're dead to him.
No, you're dead.
Of course.
Candy corn lover.
Okay.
He is an FSU
Who likes
fan.
candy corn?
Knowles fans.
They were doing it on Thursday Night Football. Just eating them. Halfway. You know, your boy was eating them too.
Who? Fritzy?
Yeah.
Ugh. Is that Ryan Fitzpatrick's Twitter account that keeps going at people, or is that a parody? It feels a little spicy.
But
It's a little spicy to be going after people like the way that he is.
Right.
And also, you're Ryan Fitzpatrick, bro. Stay in your lane. J-Fig, who's dead to you?
Keep eating candy corn.
So I'm going to switch it up a little bit today. This is not someone who's dead to me, but you guys are familiar with Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
And his former wife.
Were they ever married?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why she's called wife.
I don't think they were married. I don't think they were ever married.
That's what they're referring to her all over the internet. And well, this is what her costume was this week. Kill Bill.
Wow.
Oh.
That's what happens when you upset an old squeeze.
Everyone was throwing it that she was throwing shade at Bill.
Well, Kill Bill, get it. I get
it.
Yeah.
I mean, he is 72 now with a baby as a girlfriend.
Actually, do you want to see his costume?
Oh God.
He was a fisherman who caught a mermaid.
It is interesting. Like
does he still have a headpiece on? Is that?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that.
It's a pipe. It's a pipe. It's a pipe.
Yeah.
It's a pipe. Oh,
it's not attached to his
okay.
head, no.
Okay.
I thought the same thing. I was like, is he okay? Coach Fisherman? I don't understand this, but it's just a pipe.
Oh, so that was his.
Well, his future wife, his former wife, got very upset with the internet and told everyone to stop being so offended by absolutely everything. That it was not a jab at him.
But you know what? He'd probably laugh.
Probably. I mean, I'd laugh too.
They were never married, by the way.
Aha.
Well, internet lied to me. They're dead to me.
How
Also,
dare they?
Tobin.
They were in a relationship for 16 years. I mean, that's like, is that
it's a marriage.
What are they? It is basically a marriage, but it was. I think they had Meemaw sign their license.
That will go down as one of the funniest stories ever.
Also, before we go, move on to Marcos, though.
Okay.
Tobin, you're
taking a lot of time. J.
Well, you know what? You took up a lot of time
Taking
yesterday
a lot of
and
time on this segment.
never showed us.
Whatever you say, Dion Waiters. How many more shots
Look
you
at you
want?
deflecting all over again.
Look at you. More shots.
Okay.
What are you,
There you go.
Terry Rozier?
What do you got, Marcos?
Hello, Froggy.
Hello. At first, Bill Belichick.
When you say it like that, doesn't Governor have to come after it?
Or pop it?
Hello, that's unfortunately as far as my British accent goes. And people say I sound like a country British person when I do that.
Very unsophisticated.
My dead to me was going to go to Bill Belichick for making us look at that disgusting photo of him and his very, very young guy. It's just gross, dude. I don't want to see Bill Belichick having fun. It's just not something that I really want to see right now. But beyond that, my dead to me goes to every single person who hasn't even let the body get cold. And I'm talking about you, Christmas decorators.
Wow.
You still have Thanksgiving to go. Give it its time and respect. You're allowed at least 24 hours of Halloween decorations. If you have your Christmas tree up already and you're focusing on Christmas, just one day after Halloween.
You're dead to me. Bum.
I agree.
I already got into this argument this morning. My wife wants to put up the Christmas tree.
What about Thanksgiving?
We're hosting Thanksgiving. I don't know. She's like,
Maybe
hey,
she wants to have
you
it.
need, first of all,
here.
in my house, I could never do it before Thanksgiving if I'm having Thanksgiving because you need the room.
Okay.
So there's that.
And
they used to not even sell Christmas trees until the day after Thanksgiving.
we have a fake tree, so the tree is up in the attic. We could bust it out whenever we wanted to. But here's the thing that annoyed me about it. Okay, and I love her to death. But the thing that annoyed me about it is she goes, we could just put lights on. We won't put the ornaments on. And I'm like, the
What?
lights already connote Christmas. Like, okay, so
Right.
I'm like, let's just say I agree to what you're saying, which I'm not. What do you want to put on the tree? She goes, little pumpkins. Make it festive for fall.
That's cute.
No,
Let her do that.
No,
Let her
no,
do that.
no,
She's had a tough year.
no,
Let her do whatever she wants,
no.
okay?
Listen,
You guys just want to be mad about anything, okay? She wants to
Let me
put on
tell you
little
something.
pumpkins. Let her.
D, I love you. Too much.
Too much, right?
We hanging pumpkins from our Christmas tree.
I'm on D side.
Hold on. So next, what are we gonna start doing now? Hanging, little bunnies because Easter's next.
Ooh.
Okay, that's weird.
That's weird, but not hanging a pumpkin.
We already have an inflatable turkey.
Bunny's an animal. No.
But pumpkins from a Christmas tree?
Let her hang fall leaves, fake fall leaves. I don't know. Just let her do
how
things.
about you wait until that season comes and you hang the proper stuff?
It's all coming too early. Like, I am fine with a month of Christmas tree, the day after Thanksgiving. I have been very, very on point every single year for the last 5 years. Every Black Friday, Christmas tree goes up.
Yes.
Every Black Friday.
Yes.
Boom. It's what we spend
Now,
doing.
I will say this. There is an exception. We go buy our Christmas tree early. Here's why. Because if everybody goes the day after Thanksgiving, you get the raggedy trees.
Oh, yeah.
But so we go early, but we don't do nothing to the tree till after Thanksgiving.
Chris says Tobe's been wasting their retirement betting on Julian Hill. Let that woman have her tree.
There you go.
Boxed in.
Hey, that's a fair point.
Fair point.
Fair point.
You can't argue it.
As long as she doesn't look at those deposits in the bank statement, we're all
Hey,
good.
so that's crazy. So she wants to hang pumpkins.
Okay. It was a morning conversation.
It was an idea, okay?
Sometimes in the morning. when
So she was just throwing it out there?
throwing it out there, man. But I don't know. We'll see. She may come back with it tonight at the dinner table. We'll to be continued, everybody.
Ask the kids, because Tommy ain't falling for that.
We got Panthers hockey coming on up. Enjoy the Cats, ladies and gentlemen. Cats and Stars. We'll talk to you. Marcos, did you get to go?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about. Christmas decorations.
My bad. I didn't want to leave you out, buddy.
Thank
All
you,
right.
buddy.
That's our show, everybody. We will talk to you, rascals, on Monday.
Stay juicy. Merry Christmas. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the congratulating me.
And that is why we could be in the position that
Whoa,
we're in.
whoa. Karmatic is not a word.
Oh, it's a word.
It is
Dude.
not
Karmatic
a
is a word.
It
Karmatic
is
is a
not
word.
a word.
Bad karmatic energy.
Hope you mother have a good day. Join Hawking.